just toast. I'm gonna think about it some.
FOTMs, do you know what time it is? It's toast time! Toast! Featuring Stu Stone, Cam Gordon, and Toronto Mike.
That's toast. Yeah, just toast.
Toronto.
Look good.
VK on the
Do it.
I'm in Toronto, wanna get the city love. I'm from Toronto,
confused.
wanna get the city love. I'm in Toronto, like wanna get the city love. My city love me back for my city love. I'm in Toronto.
Welcome to episode 1085 of Toronto Mic'd. Proudly brought to you by Great Lakes Brewery, a fiercely independent craft brewery who believes in supporting communities, good times, and brewing amazing beer. Order online for free local home delivery in the GTA. StickerU.com. Create custom stickers, labels, tattoos, and decals for your home and your business. Palma Pasta. Enjoy the taste of fresh, homemade Italian pasta and entrees from Palma Pasta in Mississauga and Oakville. Doer, the world's most comfortable pants and shorts. Save 15% with the promo code TorontoMike. Ridley Funeral Home, pillars of the community since 1921. And Canna Cabana, the lowest prices on cannabis, guaranteed. Over 100 stores across the country. Learn more at cannacabana.com. This is our 7th episode of Toast. And as always, I'm joined by Stu Stone.
Hello.
And Cam Gordon.
Hello. Good to see you guys.
It's been a while. It's like this is our first time being together, the three of us. Since I last saw Camberley, I've been here with you for the Canna Cabana.
Many times.
Yeah, a
I've
couple
been
times.
here for a Toast episode where
Yes.
Cam wasn't here.
Right.
Then I came back and we did that other thing,
We did the Faking a Murder premiere.
Faking a Murder
Right.
premiere. Then we also went to a concert together.
Yeah, we saw the Black Crows of Canada Kev.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
there's a lot.
lots of ground to cover
life's
here.
passing me by.
Yeah.
I've just been hanging. I've been doing jack shit.
You look,
Actually,
you
that's
look
not
like you've
true.
been doing more than jack shit. You look like lean and good and
Yeah, well, I had,
nice,
I had
healthy.
like COVID.
you have a nice healthy glow now.
Yeah, I've
COVID
been
is
biking.
the best
I'm
diet
back.
ever.
Yeah.
Cam Gordon, the reason you were not here for the last episode of Toast is because you felt under the weather after a trip east,
That's right.
You got
and
that
you
East
said
Coast COVID.
Yeah, the maritime COVID.
the PEI COVID.
the chowder.
variant.
So how was
Just
it?
the chowder. It was great. We had a great
Not
time.
the trip.
Oh, the COVID.
Well, here, let's so to set the stage. Okay, so originally Cam was like, "I'm not feeling so hot. Let's move this into the backyard so I don't infect you in case I have something." Which
I'm
is a very,
surprised we're not in the backyard tonight.
well, why? Do you want to be back
It's just
there?
gorgeous.
It's yeah, okay, you're right, but you got to give me a little heads up because I just came straight from soccer. and I
Oh,
went straight down here.
How was that?
It's not an excuse.
Hold on, one thing at a time. So then I got an update from Cam. I'm not feeling good at all. I'm gonna have to zoom it in. So at that point, I'm like, okay, Stu and I in the basement, and then Cam Gordon on Zoom. The show must go on. And then, like, last minute almost, it's like, I am sick. I can't even zoom it. I'm gonna send you some robot wave files. Cam,
Yeah.
tell us what happened, and then give us the story of how you recovered. If you have, in fact,
I mean,
recovered.
honestly, there's not much to it.
Well, make something up.
Yeah, but yeah,
Were
basically,
you bedridden?
yeah, like I got COVID for the second time. I'm like, we've kind of
You
litigated
kept
this.
that first time a secret, though.
Yeah. Well, I'm very private about my personal. We've talked about this on with Brother Bill already, so I don't want to bore the listeners because I do feel like there's over. Well, you guys did like fucking four
Just
podcasts.
do
and
it.
Went to see Black Crows.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Yeah, I had COVID. It sucked for like 2 days, and then the subsequent like 5 days slightly less sucked. But yeah, it wasn't.
Did you
fun.
have any sort of secret sauce, like a matzo ball soup or anything like that?
Oh, I had some
Ball
noodle
of lasagna?
I had some like noodle dishes. Yeah, like I
Lots
feel
of
kind like
noodles.
yeah. I think I made like a Thai like bullshit
Oh.
type thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did MF have to like separate from you
Oh
during
yeah,
this
yeah.
time?
Good. That's a good question
a
because my
good
brother
question,
and his
yeah.
wife just went through this. Did you guys like just quarantine in your home to like?
We're lucky because we have a bedroom in the basement.
'Cause you have
A
your own
bedroom
bedrooms.
basement. Yeah. So and with a desk down there, so like I worked down there for like the better part of 2 weeks.
And you just told your daughter like stay at your mom's, don't come over.
Yeah, pretty much. I think I saw her towards the tail end of like 10 days to be extra cautious because she also had like the end of school coming up and whatnot, and then. Yeah, there was all sorts of like shit there.
Oh,
with stuff
MF is in the live chat. So for the podcast listeners, live.torontomike.com.
Oh yeah, Dita's Soup. Dita's a friend of MF. Very tasty.
She's fact checking you in real time because she's a true reporter.
Soup? Is that a who's Dita?
Dita's a good friend of MF's and a
she
fine
makes
cook.
a good soup.
Yeah, it was like I think it was like a lentil soup.
I'm a big soup guy, so maybe Dita could do you have to be under the weather to get that soup?
You could fake it, faking murder to get the soup.
Faking an ailment.
Yeah.
This is like an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm if you fake COVID to get Dita soup.
Yeah.
I think we could do it in real life.
Totally. Yeah.
Report back. By the way, Neil, who's also in the live
Dita!
Neil says he prefers classic cam to the robot cam. Yeah. Who's calling? Do you want to put him on speakerphone?
No.
Who is it?
No.
Is that Lethal? DJ Lethal?
No.
I see. Depending on the live stream, I can see right into the bathroom. So at some point, I'll get up and close the door.
Yeah, that's gross. I'm gonna fixate on that.
Okay, so
you might want to use it while you're in there.
Who the MF is Dita? I know that the guy who could answer that question has left us. But here, I have a lot of ground I want to cover. So while Cam closes the door. So we're finding out Cam had COVID-19 and he has have you fully recovered? I hope so, because you're in my basement right now.
I feel great. I've been doing lots of biking.
Very inspirational.
Yeah. You look lean. You do look thin.
Yeah. MF said she once called me gaunt.
Well, that's not good. That's not good. Okay. Here, you need some calories, so I put some IPAs in front of you. This is courtesy of Great Lakes Brewery. I'm cracking open a Sunnyside IPA.
Yeah, and I've got the Octopus Swansapite.
And I've got an Americano.
Okay.
There you go.
So thank you, Great Lakes. Again, TMLXX is September 1st from 6 to 9 p.m. at Great Lakes Brewery.
And you had like the grand opening of the brew pub?
Yeah, I went to the brew pub. I went to Roger Waters. I went to Tea Party. I went to Moist.
I was going to say, Mike,
we
did see each other. Yeah. Okay, we did hang out.
That's probably where you got COVID from hanging with Mike
I went with
Moist.
I went with Langer.
It was after.
Yeah, come on. Yeah. I went with Langer to see Tea Party and Moist at the new history place that Drake co-owns. I've never been there before. It was very good. And then I get a text or something from Cam afterwards. He's like, "Do you want to meet for drinks, like by the lake or whatever?" And like, I'm really tired. I'm way east too. This is all happening at like east.
Yeah.
Where is that? Queen and Coxwell.
Where you were, right?
Funny
where you
word
were.
to say. That's
correct,
where I was.
yeah.
Right. And then I'm like, well, I gotta go. I gotta go home, so I gotta go by the harbor front anyway. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. You only live once. I'll meet Cam Gordon for drinks at like 12:31 in the morning.
And it was a beautiful evening.
God,
it was at the,
Did you guys kiss after? Or
we played. Well, we played with the payphone. That was fun.
No, Stu, I did spend a lot of time with you as well, which we'll get to.
We also spent a lot of time together, Cam, Mike, and I. So
I'm aware.
So, Stu,
we didn't go to the park.
Podcast.
We didn't go to the park for beers.
Yeah.
Let's just say.
So we did have a toast since the Faking a Murderer premiere, right? Like we did do that. That toast that Cam missed, we talked about Faking a Murderer.
I don't think we did.
Well, what?
No, I promoted it.
What day was Faking a Murderer premiere?
June, end of June. So
goodness.
You haven't, and it went well. And 1236 came.
Yeah, and
I met 1236 in person since our beef.
I feel like you have like 2 years of like stuff has happened.
There's actually a lot. This is gonna be a very long episode. Trudy and I had a great conversation, and
that's my mom.
Trudy is Stu's mom, and Trudy expressed an interest in having more frequent toast episodes. She really loves toast.
Wow. She's really into it.
And I basically said kindly to her, because she's a sweet lady, I said, talk to Cam.
Well, she threw you under the bus.
Yeah, well, she says
he threw you under the bus.
She normally says I'm a nice boy.
Yes.
Well, that's gonna change.
She doesn't
Cam.
think that.
It's gonna change.
Cynthia Dale.
Oh,
okay,
that
hello.
also.
Happened.
Hello.
Yeah.
And Cam Brio, hello. We met him.
Jesus Christ.
Well, Cam Brio, I had met. No, only on Zoom.
Cam
You're
Brio
right.
showed up to Faking a Murder. You missed Cam Brio.
I know.
And he brought people. Right.
Gord Marno
Gord Marno was there.
Gordo.
And who's the Sawa?
Devin Sawa was there.
But I didn't actually meet Devin. Like I found out later he was there.
Sorry.
But he was there. Okay, thanks for introducing me.
You guys are like
Sawa.
long-term pals.
Yes.
I feel like best.
I've known him
besties.
for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm the godfather to his son.
Wow.
So there you go.
So you're like
I'm also the god uncle to Cam's daughter.
that can't be true.
No.
Yeah. Unofficial.
Fun fact, real quick fun fact. Stephanie Wilkinson, who's a great FOTM. Hello to Stephanie. She was on the Tori Spelling Jenny Garth podcast that dropped today.
Wow.
Whoa.
Like they had to.
What a get for them.
Yeah.
But here's the weird thing. Ready for this? And Stu, you'll appreciate this because it kind of comes back to you as most things do. But, so there's a Tori Spelling Jenny Garth podcast, and Stephanie Wilkinson is on it. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, secretly, I've been recording a bunch of times with Tori's husband, Dean McDermott.
Yeah, I know Dean.
Who's a friend of yours, Stu Stone from California, right? And I've also been recording with the woman that Dean left so he could be with Tori Spelling.
Oh, boy, that's messy.
Yeah.
Mary Jo Eustace.
And when you say secretly,
do they know that?
Like you've tweeted about it.
Who
You've
know
tweeted
what?
photos.
Do they know that you're doing that? You're on.
Dean and Mary Jo are together when I record them.
Wow.
Like they're in cahoots now.
I'll tell you what. Nothing will ever surprise me when it comes to Dean. He pulls off the impossible every time. So that the fact that he has this sort of unique situation, there's nothing that in his life that is not unique.
Charisma. He's got charisma.
You know what I mean? He's a guy that there's nothing impossible. He'll make it happen. So God bless him.
And my also tangential to this, I
Yeah.
had no idea until this was a discussion in our DM thread that Ken Kostick passed away like 20 years ago or something.
Yeah, at least a long time ago.
Yeah, the
Absolutely.
what's for dinner.
Yeah.
What's for dinner.
And they were
thing.
here. Ready? This is a fun fact too. Ken Costwick, the rest in peace. A shout out to Ridley Funeral Home.
There you go.
Ken Costwick and Mary Jo Eustace were the morning show on Proud FM, and they're
Right,
ready
I
for this.
remember
You sitting down?
Sure.
Their program director.
I know who.
What's FOTM bingo, Bob Willett?
Oh
I
wow.
was going to say Scott Turner. But
My former employer.
Almost employer of everything is
God.
so fucking connected. This
Yeah.
is it, man. I'm with Chudy, man. We need more toast because everything's connected. I've been wanting to play this clip I'm about to play right now since last toast, but I couldn't do it.
You're going to combust.
You ready
here.
for this?
You're
Are you ready?
Fired up.
Can I have attention? Everyone at live.torontomike.com.
I'm going to sit
Prick
back.
up your ears. Stu Stone,
Prick
listen
up
close-
your ears.
Stu Stone, listen closely. Cam Gordon, listen closely. There's something I need to play for you.
Hello, I'm Peter Gross, official uncompensated imaging voice of Toronto Mike. It's my absolute pleasure to induct not one, but two worthy FOTMs into the FOTM Hall of Fame. Joining Ed Retro Ontario Conroy and Mark 1236 Weisblot are Stu Stone and Cam Gordon. Congratulations.
Wow.
I can only dream of such an honor.
There it is.
I can't believe it. I mean, a joint, it's like together.
Yeah, this is like the Sedin twins going.
It also gives Cam an opportunity to be a double inductee, like on his own.
That's
you know,
right.
like for
Yeah.
his solo efforts.
Totally.
But this is really an honor, Mike.
I was feeling weepy as it aired.
It's an
because
honor. I can't believe
it's
it.
such an exclusive club.
It
Thank
really
you.
is.
There's now 4 of you.
That's
incredible.
I doubled the members right now.
Is there going to be a plaque to? Is like
gonna say,
sticker?
yeah.
Can sticker you make some stickers or something to like you can stick on the wall of the Hall of
Oh,
Fame?
yeah, what's the monetary component?
So let me look you each in the eye. I know my mic gets bad.
I
angle here.
appreciate
I'm gonna
that,
start
man.
with you, Stu. I'm going to start
Sure.
with you, okay?
Yes.
All right. So you and I.
By the
my
way,
friend,
I'm way more excited than Mark Weisblot was.
Yeah.
I want to be honest. He was a disappointment when he was like, "Oh, is that right?" I'm telling you right now, I am actually humbled by this honor, and I know Cam is too.
This
Cam
going
is a
on
legit.
LinkedIn?
Cam went from listener to Hall of Famer.
That's right.
LinkedIn.
Yeah, no, from like annoyant in your email.
I ignored
box.
his emails for a decade.
From ignored emails to listener
I
to
know.
fan
There
to
you go.
Hall
That's a
of Famer.
movie, right? That's a movie.
Yeah,
Can you
that's a
make
movie.
that 5-7 films?
I'd watch that movie.
Yeah.
I would hope you'd make that movie. Listen, Stu Stone, when I was at the Black Crows, so Canada Kev gave us tickets. We should
Yes.
say- just shout out Canada Kev.
Yes, great guy.
FOTM.
Yeah.
He gave us tickets. We go to the Black Crows. It was amazing. I'm there.
Yeah.
Then there's Canada Kev. I found him right away.
Yeah.
And then Stu,
Can't
you're
miss the
there.
guy.
We're there.
Just
we're
follow
out-
your nose.
We're out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So we're outdoors at Budweiser stage. Great rock band playing live. What a great night.
You're really eating into our Hall of Fame speech.
I know, but he's come so. And for the second time in a couple of months, I got high. Canada
Uh-oh.
Kev kept passing me
100
joints.
joints.
Pasaducci.
It was constant, and then normally, Stu knows me. He gives me these low potency joints because he's like, this is a rookie or whatever. But Canada
lightweight.
Kev, he just stopped giving a fuck. He was passing over these like
Cannons.
cannons.
Yeah.
And I just like, I'm outdoors having the best time. I'm smoking everything past my way. Okay. So I want to say shout out to Canna Cabana.
Yeah.
They won't be undersold on cannabis or cannabis accessories. I have become a pothead. That's twice now.
Yeah,
If
you are
keep me
officially a
score.
pothead.
Who was the guy on the show from Canna Cabana?
Did you enjoy
Andy
it?
Palalis.
He was great.
Yeah.
He was like really,
do you
really
like
good.
the vibe?
Great voice, right?
Awesome.
Do you like it?
Yes.
You do. It's for you.
I feel like
Especially at a
it
concert.
suits me because I'm so high energy. I'm always, and then all of a sudden it's like, fuck it. Just I need sometimes I need to chill.
What
you know?
does Monica think of this? Is
She was in
into it?
Edmond. I don't know. She knows. She knows. Like
Yeah.
she knows.
She's
exactly.
not in the chat room. I don't see her lit up.
Oh, but
yet.
you know what else? I could be. No, it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
Jarvis is still
Jarvis is on the chat room. So Jarvis, your daddy got high.
It's all legal. It's all legal. It's all legal.
I forgot he was there actually. But Jarvis, your daddy
Stop.
got high.
Stop. He's saying hi. Your dad is saying
Destigmatize him,
hi.
yeah.
Jesus.
Look, Neil says Mount Rushmore is complete. Double D has a champagne bottle. Moose Grumpy says congrats. Cambrio says congrats,
It's
boys.
huge. It's a big honor.
wow. Okay,
I want
so-
to thank a couple people.
Yeah, go ahead, Stu.
I want to thank all the FOSSs out there who have been for the last
Linda?
for the last 18 to 19 to 20 like 4 years now. Has it
Yeah,
been
it's
4 years?
been a while.
5 years?
I thought there was just an anniversary when you first
5
met
years.
Stu.
I'm gonna say that it's just been a love fest from the beginning, and even the people that were not big Stu fans, eventually they either convert over or
Well,
they just
except Liz.
listen, or they just listen to be mad and yell at their podcast device, which is fine too.
Right.
The point is, we have done some really cool stuff together, the three of us.
Totally.
Cam, my old high school buddy, and Mike, my new buddy. The three of us, we have during the
We just had an
pandemic.
anniversary.
During the pandemic, we got together every week, and it went by like that. It really did. I mean, when we did it, it didn't feel like that, but now
Yeah.
it just I blinked.
The
and it's been-
episodes did. 76?
76. And that
Unbelievable.
finale, I'll never forget that finale in front of a whole whack of great FOTMs at Great Lakes Brewery. That was TMLX 8.
Definitely
Amazing.
a highlight of the year.
Well, and
Absolutely.
just and then Rod Black. I remember Rod Black at the end. He
Oh
joins
my
the
God.
Zoom.
I would like to also thank my mom.
Trudy.
She's a big fan.
There you go.
of your show.
We love Trudy.
And shout out to all the other people who are listening. And if you're in the chat room right now live, if you can accept my thank you, please press 1 so I know that you know that I'm thanking you.
Yeah.
And
Do you want
I
me to
am
name check
thanking
some
you.
people here?
Sure.
So Andrew
blink
Ward.
twice.
Andrew Ward, thank you.
Cyber
Thank you, Andrew.
Cafe,
And on
uh,
behalf of Cam as well. Thank you, Cyber Cafe.
Double D. Hey Ref is there.
Hey,
Ian
Ref, thank
Service.
you.
We
Ian,
love
Timmy.
Ian Service.
Couldn't have done this without Tim.
Actually, I'm Cyber Cafe, just to be clear.
Okay, so that's Cam. Joe Karoru.
Yeah, you said it right.
Yeah, Moose Grumpy. Neil.
Grumpy.
Oat Brand is there.
Sure.
Patty's there.
All of them.
Much love to Patty.
The whole crew.
Scuba Stevie.
Scooby,
I love that name. Scuba Stevie. Tobias Vaughn.
Toby.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people putting ones in the
I'll
chat.
tell you
too.
guys what. Cam and I, next time we see you guys, drinks are on Cam. And I will be there to
Totally.
to
Hats-
toast with
hats all
everybody.
around.
Yes.
Okay,
That's
so
all around.
Stu, you know what you mean to me. It was, I
Thank you,
think
Mike.
earlier this week we celebrated knowing each other for 4 years because I didn't know you. You know, Cam said you have to have this Stu guy on, and I said, "Who's Stu?" And he goes, "My pet monster." I said, "Fucking book him." That's 4 years ago this week. Amazing what
Mike
we've done
Brown.
together. Cam Gordon, I'm sorry I ignored, but that was PR stuff. Like I do ignore PR stuff.
This was like a beautiful launch event with like free food and
I know.
a
I do ignore
diamond
the PR
encrusted
stuff.
phone.
Did you? I don't know if you probably haven't heard Kevin Shea and Steve Wax.
I need to listen.
And
What-
it opened with Steve accusing me of ignoring his email when he was a rep for Warner Music. He was writing me to get Jim Cuddy on Toronto Mike, and he says I completely ignored him, and I actually stopped down and called complete bullshit on that. There is zero chance I ignored that email, and I went into my Gmail and I searched him, and
Yeah.
I found out our exchange had nothing to do with Jim Cuddy. He, if anything, he just said, "Hey, can I add you to my list or something, and maybe we can do something together?" And I said, "Oh, I'd love it. Let's get some Warner talent on the program," and that was it.
But sorry, are we gonna bury the lead like Thurston Moore engaging with Toronto Mike
Yes.
on Twitter?
Right.
Like I've never been. I once had a little
Wow.
chat with Liz Fair on Twitter.
Wow.
That was probably my moment,
Do you
but
have any,
Thurston
before
Moore.
you move on so casually, did you want to thank anybody for your rise to the Hall of Fame?
Well, I'll thank like Mike. I'm trying to
Just thank MF. She's listening.
I was
obviously
gonna
thank
thank
MF,
MF, but
my
I was- of
family,
course.
my longtime pal Stu, Toronto Mike. I just don't feel like I have to like reiterate all this because I agree with everything, and it's been an awesome time. Mike, I am trying to remember, why did you finally reply to my emails? Was it because I like offered you free food or come by the Twitter office?
No, I think it wasn't a PR-y thing. It was more like you wrote a personal note about how I listened to the show. I love it. You dropped some FOTM anecdotes that maybe
Sure.
know you're real. And then you were like, hey, I'd love to come on one day. And then I said, hey, this is a real person, a real heartfelt message, and
Yeah.
I would like to talk to this guy.
There you go.
So I
There
said,
you
here's
go.
my address. Get your ass over here.
Yeah. Well, the rest is history, and I say this sincerely. This has been awesome. Just all my appearances as the all-time. I think I'm still the all-time most frequent guest too. And
boy.
You made a
everyone.
little move. You got 2 more on you. But.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think like who would be the equivalent like baseball. Like this is more like Cal Ripken getting in the Hall of Fame. Like it's just because he played the longest. You know.
No, Cam, you're underselling yourself, and you want to know what? You're a great guy. You're a great host, a great co-host, a very knowledgeable guy, a music lover, and a guy who, you know, if my initials were MF, I would spend the rest of my life with you, Cam, because you are such a great guy, and I'm just so happy that we get to spend this time together. And I want to wish you a muzzle tub as well. Mike, would you like to make the announcement while we've got Cam here?
Not my announcement to make. I just wondered what Cam thought of this jam.
I
Do you
told
know
you I
this
had
song?
COVID. This is down on bended knee. Right. Okay, I see. This is like an ambush here, is what this is.
I'm not saying a word. I'm just playing a fucking song.
You try to like butter me up with the Hall of Fame induction and whatnot, and I just want to talk about Thurston Moore.
Look, I'll just look you in your beautiful eyes and ask you one simple question. Do you have anything else you want to share with the FOTMs? If not, I'll move on. I'm just playing a jam.
We'll chat in the DM thread, maybe.
Wow.
How's that?
Okay, fair.
How's that?
He doesn't
We'll see.
want. Yeah, you never know who's listening.
Yeah. Like this is live on the internet. I'm a very private
Yeah,
person,
he is.
as you know.
But muzzle tough.
Where's my record scratch sound effect when I need it here?
Thank you.
Pulling down that jam.
See if
But that was
MF
the jam,
is
by the way.
reacting here.
I played that jam for no reason at
No, you
all,
didn't.
right, Cam?
Of course not. Not symbolic of anything.
Well, I'm down on my bended knee,
Yeah.
and I'm so humbled and honored to be in the Hall of Fame. My first ever Hall of Fame.
There you go.
First of many. You'll be in the Donnie Darko Hall of Fame.
I
one
should
day. Absolutely. Okay, so welcome to the Hall of Fame. You're half of the Hall of Fame. That's amazing. So glad you're here. This is the 4th episode in a row that features a dynamic duo. This means nothing, but I'm throwing it out there that I had a duo from Beto and Soundclash. I'm like, what the fuck's the name of the band? Beto and Soundclash. There was a duo on the show.
Oh, right.
Then I had the aforementioned Kevin Shea and Waxman duo. Then I had Gord Stellick and Damian Cox. That's a duo. And now I have you two. I actually have a duo on Monday. I just thought it was interesting that 4 episodes in a row, I've had two people on the show.
Well, then you're having Hal Johnson, ironically, as a single, even though he's known as a duo.
Is
really.
he single?
No, they live together.
Still.
I had a Zoom with him, and
Look
she
at
was
that.
there. They live together. He's
Yeah.
Participation.
on a
Love it.
lake somewhere up north. Like, they're not in the city anymore, but he was
Beautiful.
like working on the
Wasn't
deck.
there like a controversial thing like during COVID? Wasn't there like a Hal
Yep.
Johnson like?
He came out as a black man. No, he came out. He came out to tell us that he once did not get a TSN job because he was told they already had a black guy.
That's terrible.
Like, that's brutal. Like, he also had an Archibald mustache, I remember. Like, that was the whole thing.
Well, people love his mustache.
Yeah.
But that's coming soon.
Those two have, like, very high approval ratings. Like, does anyone not love those two?
No, they're very lovable.
Yeah. Just good energy, good spirit, those two.
And like I believed like when they were like, go for a jog. Like,
Yeah,
I was like, I should.
You dropped your shit.
Great advice.
So
Well, the mustache is back.
over the last 2 weeks, I think a couple of weeks ago, I went to a Blue Jay game because my daughter bought me a ticket for my birthday. So thank you, Michelle.
Happy birthday.
Yes, thank you. And that was so 2 weeks ago, my birthday. I'm at a Blue Jay game, and I bump into, like really early as we were entering, I bump into a couple of guys who were at TMLX 8. And these two guys might be in the live chat right now. Quebec Irish Boy and Double D, David Drolet. I bump into them. David Drolet, who is also known as Double D, is wearing a Toronto Mike shirt.
That works.
and we took a photo. So it was nice to see Quebec
love those
Irish Boy
guys,
and WD.
too.
Oh, they're
So
sweethearts.
nice.
They're sweethearts. Oh, and I got so much I want to share with
Mike,
you.
how do you not have COVID, by the way? Like, you've been at concerts,
Oh, I
you've been
know.
at
He
movies,
does.
multiple
I've never
Jays
felt
game.
better. I had got my 4th shot and everything.
There
I
you
don't know
go.
what to tell you.
Joe
but-
Biden has COVID.
That
though.
plant-based one that we've all been hearing about? Or-
No, I wanted extra meat in my shot. I'm like, give me the meat one.
Okay, there you go.
I
Lipids,
also saw
lipids.
at the same Blue Jay game, I bumped into Mike Ragotsky.
There you
Oh,
go.
We took a
wow.
picture together. And here's a special
shout out to
shout out.
Esri.
Special shout out to Slappy Shalom
Oh.
and Judy Cole. Huge fans of Toronto Mic'd. It was great. I think Judy said that this was more exciting to meet me than it was when she met Paul McCartney.
Oh, yeah, Mike, I can't believe this. To the great listeners of the show, I was with Mike at that Black Crowes concert where Mike was smoking all the weed.
Totally.
And we were
Got
there at the
fucked
show.
up.
Cam, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but at least 4 times. Mike was stopped for a photo or a hello or a handshake.
Are you
I swear to God,
Michelle's got a similar story.
this
for
guy
you.
was getting recognized at the Black Crowes concert like 4 times, maybe a 5th. There was a lady that was looking but didn't come over, but I'm going to count
yeah.
it. There was 5 people that recognized him.
Did these photos surface? Like, are they on Facebook or did
People
the
asked for
Blue Jay-
photos.
the Blue
Some
Jay
guy
photos.
brought his friends over and was like, "This is him," and they were like, "Oh my god,
the guy?
Yes, Toronto Mike
Toronto
is,
Mike, yeah.
is famous now.
I am
He's
getting recognized.
famous.
I don't know. I'm patting myself on the back.
But
yes.
these are your people. Like, this is your demo, I
Right.
think.
Well,
you know?
the Blue Jay game, though, so I mentioned Slappy, Shalom, and I hope I'm saying that right, and Judy Cole, who are going to come out to the next TMLX event, who are big fans. I took photos with them. But there's a guy who's a big photo who saw I was at the game, and his daughter was at the game. So I want to shout out because Dan Jeffrey said he listened to every Pandemic Friday and every Toast episode with his daughter. His daughter was at the game.
Whoa.
I told him like where I was sitting. His daughter, Dan Jeffrey's daughter, found me. We took a selfie, and she said that she listens to every week to with her father to the Pandemic Friday
God.
and Toast episodes.
Wow.
Family affair.
So thank you, Dan Jeffrey, and
Shout
your
out
daughter.
to them,
And
and I want to thank them because their support that got Cam and I into the Hall of Fame.
Well, that's
And
also...
when you introduce us in future episodes, you need to say Hall of Famer.
yeah.
well, that's what Wiseblot wants. So
Yeah,
I'll do the
he
same
sh-
for
and
you.
he should. And by
Totally.
the way,
Yeah.
Wiseblot. Now we're on the Mount Rushmore together.
There you go.
That's quite a Mount Rushmore. Ed Conroy.
Oh, my God.
Mark Weisblot.
We got to get the 4 of us on a round
Stu
table.
Stone.
We should do
and
that.
Cam Gordon. I only had 4 mics,
That's
though.
a set.
We got to do a mega episode where with the Mount Rushmore.
Well, there's that photo of... oh, no, but Ed Conroy. Never mind. I was going to say Hebsy was
Oh.
there instead of Ed Conroy.
I don't think I've met Ed, but I'm a huge
Yeah,
fan.
no, Ed Conroy.
Yeah.
Ed is, because now he's moved out of town, it's harder to get Ed kind of here in the
Oh,
flesh.
yeah.
Although
Summer road trip. When is that happening?
we gotta figure that out. We'll talk
Okay.
offline. But I want to thank Quebec Irish Boy again, though, because I think I mentioned on an episode that it was going to be Monica and my anniversary, and that we were going to go to the keg. And guess what popped into my inbox? You ready? You guys ready for this? A gift certificate for the keg
From Ann Romer.
from Quebec Irish Boy.
Wow.
Oh, my
And
God.
What a
I know.
mensch.
So I know. I don't even know what to say.
he's a mensch.
He's like,
Wow.
he's like, you gave me so many great hours of entertainment, and then I did the math and said, he owes me more gift cards.
This is true.
By the way,
You should fake retire, and you'll get more, Mike.
the audience of this
Has
show,
left. They've all logged off.
I don't listen. They're obviously great people. They're sending you gift cards for your anniversary.
Yeah.
I mean, that should show you that you are loved, Mike. And
I feel
and
loved
I'm
because remember,
excited.
I also had a rough go since we last saw you. Oh, Cam, I don't know if this one, I might have saw you at that.
Yeah,
that drink,
yeah. I
but
think, yeah,
okay.
we
But there
talked
was that
about
whole
this.
Blundell and Fearless Fred, Bullard.
So much has
shitstorm.
happened.
Oh, whatever happened with all
yeah,
that?
so that'll happen. But also, guess what dropped since we all got together last? A Drake video.
Right?
So, I mean,
Yeah.
can you give us the story about how you
Yeah.
ended up in the Drake video?
Sure.
There's so much to talk about.
I can't. Yeah.
And we haven't even got to the... And we're kicking out jams.
Yeah.
And we're kicking out number jams. So the title of the song is a number, but just a number.
I actually have a small build on the Drake thing.
Okay, go
after
on to the
Stu,
Drake
but
thing.
Yeah, I'll let Stu lead.
Well, my brother-in-law and business partner at 5'7" Productions, also known as 5'7" Films, Adam Rodness, produced a couple Drake videos now, but he got the call to do this Drake video, which was called Falling Back. and it was a video where Drake is going to marry 23 women at the Royal York Hotel. And they're going to have the Dan Band be the wedding band. And the Dan Band is from Wedding Crashers and a bunch of movies that Cam doesn't watch.
That is true.
And he's a really funny guy. So Adam was suggested to direct. I don't know. I think Director X said to Adam, if Stu doesn't come here, then tell him I hate his guts if he doesn't come. Like it was one of those like, he better come and do this.
Wow.
And it was like, yeah, of course I'm going to come and do this. And so me and Rodness are in this Drake video as the Dan Band. We're like in the band. And we spent the afternoon there with Dan and Drake and Rabbi Sitkin and the whole gang.
And this was at the Royal York.
And you
Yeah.
can tell because we heard this on the last Mark Weisblot episode of Toronto Mike, but he reached out to that rabbi.
Yeah, the
thanks to
rabbi
you, and
got
talked
famous.
to him for the Canadian Jewish
Sure.
Jews.
Yeah, the rabbi became a thing for 15 minutes.
Maybe he'll be in the Hall of Fame.
And you should get Sitkin on the show here. Yeah, the Drake video, it's called Falling Back. It's really fun. It's, it's like a movie. And Drake is number one right now, man. Woo! Who's bigger than Drake?
Are you going to
Nobody.
Drake at the Molson Amphitheater?
I don't know if Canada Kev gets ticks. I mean, we'll see.
You don't have a hookup on that one?
I probably do, but I wouldn't use
Your
it on
brother-in-law
that.
can help
I would
you
I'm going to try to use my hookup. I'm saving it for one show. And it's going to be, can you guess?
It's Chicago.
No, it's a show that's actually coming here.
Toto.
A show that's actually coming here.
I don't know.
It's going to be Wu-Tang and Nas.
Right.
I got to go
right.
to that. That's
Yeah.
I got to call, if I'm going to pull a favor, that's the one that I got to get into.
Cam, you were going to tag on to that.
Well, I
Drake
was going to
story.
say, I mean, just a small build here, but our mutual acquaintance, Mike, Rosie Gray Tio, actually updated the Falling Back. That's the name of the song, right?
Yep.
Falling Back to mention that Stu Stone, who's on Wikipedia, was in the band. And they actually took out the edit because they said YouTube is not a credible source.
Wow.
Yeah, which I was a little surprised to see that. It was when
Because
Rosie Gray
there's so
Tio
many
told me
eyeballs
this.
on that page, though. Like, you can't hide.
No, it was gone the next day, which is disappointing. I mean, it was properly cited and whatnot, but anyway, YouTube apparently not a reliable source in 2022.
Well, I'm hoping,
anyway,
the Drake wedding was a lot of fun, but I'm looking forward to having fun at other weddings. So we'll see.
So, well, yeah. If you do go to another wedding, that On Bended Knee jam I was playing from Boys to Men is a good jam.
I could probably get me and Rodness to be in the band for that wedding if that person wants it.
I would live. I don't
You
know.
get
I don't.
Tristan
I don't have a
Thompson.
clue what wedding you're talking about, but I would live stream it on
I don't think
live.com.
I'm
Can I
do
can
that.
I come too? Or-
You'll
You'll
be there.
You'll be there. You're going to be on the cake.
Oh, you'll be there. You'll be there, big guy. Okay.
You
So
son of a
Black
gun.
Crows was great. The Faking a Murderer premiere, we never did talk about it on this program.
It was really amazing. It really was. And for the FOTMs that showed up, I loved that.
Ian was there.
Yeah.
He came all the way from Guelph.
Yeah, it was really awesome.
Mark Carey was there.
It was a really fun night, and everybody loved it. And, I was nervous, but I really shouldn't have been.
Oh,
because
Al Grego and his wife were there.
Yeah, he sure was. And he was.
I know.
And
know, I got him a ticket.
everybody was laughing, and all the jokes hit, and it
Yeah.
was really, really great. Unfortunately,
I know. Just,
a few days later,
Yeah.
the great Phil Jarrett, who plays Detective Richard Lynn in the film,
Yeah.
suddenly passed away.
a true highlight in that movie
Brutal.
too.
I mean, we had so many plans for this guy.
Yeah, because he's great.
Because we're about to shoot more stuff, and I got more stuff to tell you guys
The
about.
selfish prick,
And
up and dying on you
he's
like that.
he's not with us anymore, and it actually makes me sad thinking about it because this is a guy that was so talented that was just waiting for, some shine, and he was so good in Faking a Murder, steals the movie in a lot of ways.
Honestly, I think nothing's funny, and I thought he was.
Yeah, I know, he
hilarious.
was
like even
absolutely
I thought
funny.
he was funny. Like he
And
was
Cam,
great.
if Cam says he's funny,
Yeah,
Like that's
no, that
next
guy
level.
was so good.
that's
And,
like Carlin level funny.
I mean, he was really funny, and he was a serious actor. So for him to come and do that with us, like he had to be convinced to come and do that with us. You know what I mean?
Well-
Because he didn't know me, so he had to trust the fuck out of me to like not make him look like a schmuck. It's like it wasn't like I could explain what we were doing because we had to keep it a secret. So he only knew what he shot with us. He didn't know that we went and did this, that, or the other thing.
Yeah,
So it was just a really interesting process making that film, and we're gonna do more. And unfortunately, Philip will only be there with us in spirit. But God bless you, Philip, and shout out.
Yeah.
Pour some out for Phil Jarrett.
here.
Yeah, R.I.P. Philip.
And hopefully, wherever he is taking good care of his white car. TTFN, my friend.
Do you guys know this jam?
I do.
Oh, is this Gray Slick or
Pointers.
Pointer Sisters? Of
Yeah,
course.
the one before this was Grace Slick,
Right.
though. So
That's a big piece of trauma folklore.
Look, none of us perfect.
We never did number jams before.
No, we've never done this before. So the topic is to pick a song you dig, where the title of the song is a number. Hold on, I don't want to waste my.
Shit is so dope.
Yes. Oh, greetings. It is I, the Count.
Yes,
and
Count,
it's
of course.
time to answer that fascinating question. What is the Sesame Street number of the day? Let's count the bats and find out. That's one.
All right,
One
so
bat.
I was like, I wanted to pull some
Two.
like Sesame
Two
Street
bats.
number stuff, but here's the real jam that'll introduce the
This is
topic.
the story of men who are victims of war. They fought the longest war in American history.
Vietnam in the
They all
19.
saw heavy combat in Vietnam. Although they were all decorated for heroism, none of them received a hero's welcome.
Can you guys name the artist?
I used to be able to.
I think it's Paul Hardcastle.
Yeah,
isn't
it is.
Correct. Okay, so this song is called 19. So the title of this song is 19. There are
I used
no
to like
other
this
words
video.
in the title. Yeah, this is cool. No other words in this title. This song is just called 19. This would be a very appropriate jam to kick out tonight because the name of this song is 19.
This is kind of a hard topic.
Let this ride. I want to hear like the part that goes like Vietnam, then 19.
The average age of the Vietnam soldier was 25. He was 19. 19.
That sounds like New Order. Like this part.
Every time I see you falling, I get down on my knees and pray.
Wow. I haven't heard this song in. I remember watching it on like what would have been like Toronto Rocks.
Or like video hits or something.
You see a lot of destruction.
Do you think this was probably on CFNY?
Yeah, actually, we had this chat in the
Was
the secret FOTM DM group, and Mark thinks it was on 1050 Chum. He thinks it was on CFTR.
It was.
He thinks it was on CFNY.
Yeah.
So, okay, so do you want to get right to it? Maybe I'll here it is.
Heavy combat in Vietnam have been arrested since discharge. Their arrest rate is almost twice that of non-veterans of the same age.
It's a cool fucking jam. Okay, Paul Hardcastle, 19, would have been a great jam to
Sounds
kick out
like
tonight.
Cam's voice from the last toast.
Oh, yeah. So what was the
Yeah.
process there? You realized you're failing. You can't even speak on a Zoom, but you wanted your fun facts because I was going to kick out your jams anyway. And you just...
I
Had some text to
I
speech.
literally copy and pasted to some like sketchy voice to audio text to audio website. I had to write out some of the words phonetically. So that was kind of fun, even in my weakened states, because I'm such a nerd.
But you
I'm
did
into that
it,
sort
and
of
we
stuff.
played it, and I caught most of it. And Stu, I think, was better than I was at deciphering what you were
I
trying
think
to say.
what I should have done is just talk way more slowly, because you can actually say like, how many syllables per second. But good learning for next time I get COVID, which probably won't be long.
Couple of quick shout-outs before we kick out your first jam, Cam Gordon. So I want to shout out Doer Pants, the most comfortable pants and shorts.
Is COVID worse the second time or the first time?
For me, it was definitely worse the second time.
Why? Because you like knew what it was?
No,
Or what?
because of his symptoms. Right?
Yeah, I had just gotten the booster the first time I had it, like 2 weeks prior, so maybe that helped. But I mean, who the fuck knows at this
Are
point?
you worried about long COVID? Is this the fear that you'll...
Honestly, I'm just worried about shit getting canceled, honestly. Because that was over like Father's Day. I was going to take my dad to the Jays game. We had tickets. DOA, as I mentioned You and Brother
Well, that's
Bill
why we did the toast
got
on the
canceled.
Tuesday instead of the Thursday.
I
for
know.
you to go to that
I
concert.
fucked it all up. I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault.
Did MF end up getting COVID?
No, she didn't get it. Like my
Wow.
daughter didn't get it. Like
MF is a superhero.
I think
Yeah.
MF and I are immune to COVID.
I think you are.
It's our
Honestly,
Irish roots.
Anybody who hasn't had it now, like it's surprising.
I have, to my knowledge, I've not had it, and I'm not.
Is MF from Ireland?
Her ancestors.
The F is very Irish. If you know what the F stands.
I don't.
Yeah.
I only know her as MF.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't know we're moving.
Not a CBC listener.
Are you moving to Ireland?
No, we're moving the next toast episode or two.
We're moving September's. I'll tell you later.
Because we're going
because,
to Ireland.
Are you really?
Yeah.
MF is going back to the motherland.
For
Yeah.
good?
No, for like 10 days.
I got worried.
I'll be going with her.
Okay,
so,
good.
Yeah.
Make sure she comes back.
But you are
Totally.
moving to Little Ireland, right? The Little Ireland district of Toronto.
That's false. It's a falsehood.
So thank you, Doer. I think I was in mid-sentence. Doer.ca, DUER.ca. Go to the new retail store. It's on Queen Street. Where Queen and what? Cam, you saw it the other day.
It's like Queen in Portland.
Do you
or
own a
something?
pair of Doers?
I do not.
You should.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
15% off
If
if you use the promo code.
Are you wearing them right now?
Toronto
Toronto
Mike.
Mike.
I know, because I just biked. I just didn't throw them on today.
okay.
He wore them to the keg.
Okay.
I
I went to a client, Rush. Shout out to Rush Trucking. I went to the
Yeah.
client wearing Doer pants and shorts, and honestly, I looked fucking amazing. These things are comfy
bet.
as hell.
He got laid.
I got laid by the ladies, you know I'm in charge. So shout out to Doer, and of course, Sticker U. We referenced them earlier, but what a great partner.
Sticker U.
StickerU.com.
If they don't make some Hall of Fame stickers to stick on the wall here, they're leaving money on the table, Bubba.
All right, Andrew, I'll talk to Andrew Whitkin and see if we can get that going here. You told me before I press record, I mentioned that Dana took the summer off, Dana Levinson, but she passed the baton to her good friend from the CTV days, CFTO days, Naomi Parnas. And I've been working closely with Naomi for the last couple of months. And you mentioned Naomi went to your high school?
I think she did.
Because I think she knows Andrew Whitkin from this same, although Andrew's older than you guys. I know you guys and Naomi
Naomi
are about like
Parnas.
42.
might not be the same girl.
She's 42.
Well, that does check out.
Level 42.
Yeah, I think it's the same woman. I
I'll
believe.
tell her to ask her if she knows us.
I'll text her during one of the jams. Okay.
Yeah, do
'Cause,
that.
I will do that. So anyway, shout out to Naomi.
What's her
Parnas.
home phone number?
Oh, it's 416. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it says like. Anyway, I don't want we're like
Can I
live
see-
on the
can I
internet.
see that?
Yeah.
Well, what's
Not-
the,
if she
is it-
watches
by the
it,
way,
she can
Stu,
see
are
that.
you always like surprised at how private Cam is? Like that first COVID fight never made the air because we were sworn to secrecy. Now he's come out of the closet about it.
I don't even know what this website
But I
is.
had a jam loaded up for a moment that never happened, and I now regret it all. But I'm surprised that I misread
Cam
the
has
tea
always
leaves.
been sort of a private
But is
individual.
that a private thing?
I guess.
Just stuff like around family and whatnot. Like for this, like I never
But
talk about it. I never tweet that I have a daughter, for example.
Okay, but you do have a daughter, right?
And his daughter's
Yes.
very heartbroken about that.
Well,
She's like, Daddy, why don't you
but
tweet
you
about
don't-
it?
Okay,
she
but
has not
we're not gonna do
consented.
we're not gonna do an episode about your daughter. We don't know her name, we don't know her age, we don't know her school, we don't care about any of that.
Well,
but the
you
fact
guys
that you
know.
have a daughter, to me,
Yeah.
I think that's
is
cool.
your right to share that fact that you have a daughter.
Well, you have four of them.
Are you?
so-
I have two daughters. Okay, so we're gonna start
That he
with
knows
you,
about.
Cam. And now I'm all snipped up, as you know. So
There you go.
cut you in. All right, Cam. That's the second
Yeah.
time we've saying cut you in today. Cam Gordon. Any words before I
Like
kick out your
usually,
first jam?
I would be the first person to see a scab and just pick at it. But I know that by the
I
tone,
dropped it.
I know by the tone of Cam, knowing him as long as I do. Even I, the great Stu Stone Hall of Famer, I know when to back up. Right?
But I'm off
Right?
it.
Oh, I was gonna say when I got mad at you for real.
But it's a happy thing.
That was-
It's a happy thing that would make FOTMs happy
Yes.
to hear. It's
Well,
not a bad thing.
yes.
It's all good
It's not like you got a
Yes. Let's
DUI or something.
Just drop it, Mike.
yeah.
Are you ready for
Are
your
you gonna
first
have
jam?
a
Cam?
party?
Small party, small gathering.
No, like a B
Oh no.
with like Al Grego and the boys. That'd be amazing.
No,
Drop
I've
it,
already told
Stu.
loved ones it's not happening.
Fair.
What's the party for?
For me and Cam's Hall of Fame, we're gonna have a Hall of Fame banquet.
Totally.
We should have a Hall of Fame
Yeah,
banquet.
TMLXX.
You should be honoring all four of
Okay.
us at that event.
Palma Pasta is going to
Get the
feed
plaques.
you at TMLXX.
Will we
They're gonna-
get a trophy
everybody
or
who comes,
something?
they're going to feed you.
Hall of Fame
Great Lakes is
speeches.
going to buy
There
you
you
a
go.
beer. Blair Packham's going to play last of the Red Hot Fools.
Cam and Stu
Is he
photo
really?
ops.
Yeah, Tom Wilson's coming from Hamilton to
Whoa.
do an acoustic jam. I have
Are you
Danny
serious?
Graves from The Watchmen lined up to
It's
do,
like
an acoustic.
Edgefest, basically.
It's going to be bigger than Edgefest.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Just a question.
Okay, then I want to go into
We
jam.
should get a standee. You know those like life-size standees?
Sure.
Of the
course.
tree in Mike's front yard, and then people can do photo ops with the
Perfect.
tree.
Oh my God.
And make money. Paywall,
Okay.
baby.
No,
Yeah.
fuck the paywall.
No, I'm kidding about the paywall.
Okay.
But they can also take pics with me and
That's
Cam.
actually a really good idea.
Yeah, I'm a
I
marketing
like that.
genius.
That's good.
I'm actually blown away. That's the first time Stu brought an idea to the table that my first thought was good idea,
That's
not
not bad.
what a bad idea.
That's not bad.
It's a great idea. We'll talk
Okay.
more about that. Okay.
Yeah, Ian Service is now speculating. So let's
Okay, well,
let's get into the
let's
jams.
move on before MF starts speculating.
There you
Okay,
go. She might
what
have
do you
left.
want to say before?
No, she's here.
But she must be happy with this news,
she
whatever
is.
this
We
news
love
is.
her.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
love her.
I'm excited.
If she's not happy, it
That's
shouldn't
it.
happen.
She's
Yeah.
great.
That's all I'm gonna say.
She's the
yeah,
best.
so I'll say more to come.
Oh, I'm a
more
big
details
fan
to
of
come.
Emma.
She is the best.
Okay.
Cam does
MF
not have a
actually
daughter.
once commented on. I did an Instagram photo of my bike, and I did the hashtag BikeTO, and it was my bike. And she said she loved seeing these photos, and it made me
Mike's
think.
blushing
She
just
made
saying her
me
name.
think MF, and it made me think I should do it every day. And now, like every day, I get off my bike, I stop my riding, I take a picture of
Thinking
something.
about
there you
MF.
go.
I put it on Instagram, and I think MF will like that.
Don't let him make a
Well,
speech.
well, remember very early in the pandemic, like we hung out in Maryland
What do
Bell
you mean?
Park,
Mike's
and we had
been
our bikes.
couple
Playing
of
that back.
times.
He hasn't washed his hands
Yeah,
since.
There you go.
Any words before your first jam? And remember, these are the name of the song is a number. That's the rule.
Just a number.
Just a number.
Just a number.
Have I been clear?
I think so.
Okay.
So, well, to be clear, like 99 Neuf
Yeah.
Balloon.
Yeah, illegal jam. I don't want to hear that. If I hear
Just
that shit,
number.
you're out of the Hall of
99
Fame.
Problems in, by Jay-Z.
If I hear
No.
that, you're out of the Hall
Yeah.
of Fame.
Okay.
I can hold this over your head now.
Yeah.
Like I can
three pistols.
I
by
brought
the
you into this
Tragically-
world. I can take.
Is it like an OJ thing where we can get taken out of the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I own this Hall of Fame. Like I
Okay.
am the sole decision maker when it comes to the Hall of Fame.
Sole
Our-
decision.
There you go.
They're going to be playing at
They're
at the party.
Yeah, they're playing one acoustic jam.
They'll be at TMLXX.
There you go.
I have so many artists who want to play it.
Oh my God.
Guy's got such a big
Look
head.
at his ego,
Ever
like he's
since
in the
you got on the
Toronto Star
Toronto
once.
Star, right? He
I
gets
said,
in the
wait,
Toronto
can
Star.
we
Can you make a final-
Sheepdogs, you didn't make the cut.
Can I make a final?
He took like 10 selfies at the Black Crowes concert. He's got a huge head now.
Stu will appreciate this, and for the wrestling fans, remember Owen Hart won the Slammy.
Yes.
And he carried around.
Yes.
That was like his gimmick
Yes.
for like 12. That was like Toronto Mike with
I'm
it.
just fucking
And
with
look what
everybody.
Like
hap-
he's just like whipping out this
No,
like.
no.
And look what happened to Owen Hart.
There you go.
I didn't-
Oh, shout out.
I'm
to
just
Ridley.
saying.
Oh my God!
Be careful,
that's,
man.
That's inappropriate.
Yeah.
Can we start the jams, please?
Yes, do
Cam,
it.
any words before we kick out your first jam?
It's a number. Did not hit the post.
I love this song, Cam. It's a good jam.
I think this is the first song I thought of.
Counting all different ideas drifting away. Past and
I gotta download this on my phone.
and now the future sorted out. What you're moving in elliptical about, I think it's not what you say. What you say is way too complicated. For a minute, thought I couldn't tell how to fall out. Oh. It's 20 seconds till the last call. Going hey, a lie now, you know it's easy. A life within it all is all alone. And I'll be anything
Is
you
it a number song?
Yep.
going hey. It's not a miracle we need it. And no, I wouldn't let you think so.
How low can you go? How low?
Oh, yeah,
can
that's
you
Girl
go?
Talk.
There you go.
I can't hear it anymore without hearing girl talk.
We were gonna get to that, but we'll circle back to that. So this is 1901 by the band Phoenix.
Oh, yeah. They had a couple songs.
Yeah, so they had this song and they had Listomania. Was that the other song?
But this
No,
was
didn't
the
they have a
big
song?
one.
Dun, 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 dun. That's not them. Never mind.
No, I think that was somebody else. French band from Versailles. So very classy and obviously a lot of history
And
in
that's
Versailles.
where the treaty happened.
That's right, for the Treaty of Versailles after World War I. Shout out to Franz Ferdinand,
Right.
Ridley Funeral Home.
Right.
Not the band, obviously.
Well done.
Also, the Treaty of Paris, which ended the American Revolution. So a lot of history in Versailles. And, 150 years later, this band Phoenix came roaring out of the gate. What do we know about this band? I know
nothing. No,
next to nothing.
But you know
about
what? I
this
can't
band.
even name a second Phoenix song.
You'll know the song Listomania. Like, that was a
Okay.
pretty big hit. But
It's about the mouthwash.
something like that.
Listerine Mania.
But this song, 1901, this song I think got famous because this was just one of those songs that was in every movie trailer, in every video game.
It was also, I know CFNY played it quite a bit.
Totally.
They played it hourly in 2008.
Yeah. So this song
Sounds
was
about right.
featured in, amongst other things, Gossip Girl, the Melrose Place reboot, Vampire Diaries, Hellcat, I don't know what that is, TV advertisements for Cadillac, for PlayStation. It was in NHL 2K10 for you Sega fans. And yeah, I was going to mention it was in Girl Talk. The name of the song is Triple Double mashed up with Ludacris. How low?
Yes, okay, so this happens, and I every time it happens, I think, oh, we should do an episode about this or whatever. What's happened to me now is it Smells Like Teen Spirit is in the wild. Okay, I'm in the wild, I hear Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Right.
It combines in my head now with Push It by Salt and Pepper. Oh, no, maybe it's Lithium.
Yeah, Lithium,
yes,
yeah.
okay. But bottom line is there are so many songs now that I cannot separate from the Girl Talk.
Which is
mashup
not a
anymore.
good thing.
It's not a bad thing either. Like it's just changed. It's completely rewired my brain to a song that I was, all over well before I ever heard Girl Talk. But there's that one, that 1901 is a great example of a song. I can't hear it alone without Ludacris on it.
I'm gonna make a final comment about the band Phoenix. I would say they are probably the weakest ever daily headliner at the Coachella Festival. I sort of forgot that
They were a headliner?
They headlined in 2013 one of the days. 3-day festival. Another day was the Red Hot Chili Peppers. That makes sense. The other day was, I sort of remember this, Stone Roses and Blur headlined.
Breaking news. Ian Service says that Listomania that you referenced, that was the hurdle this week. You know Hurdle, which is like the word
Right,
Wordle,
yeah.
except for music.
Like it's like
So basically a lot of people rediscovered that song. this week.
Listomania.
I don't know it.
I gotta dig it up.
Anyway,
now.
here are 4 bands that Phoenix headlined over. Also played that same day.
Did they ever play at the Phoenix?
They probably did. So you had New Order, you had Sigur Rós.
Oh,
you had
they're
the,
good.
The Postal Service, and you had the
Sigur Rós is
XX.
huge.
I feel like all those bands are probably bigger in terms of like history than Phoenix. Am I wrong?
Yes, you're correct. You're correct.
Like this was a big hit
I don't
too.
know this song.
give me a minute. I don't know it yet.
I don't know this song.
So sentimental, not sentimental, no romantic, not disgusting yet. Darling, I'm down and lonely. When with a fortunate only.
I feel like they have another song, and this ain't it.
So, I'm not sure I know this song, to be quite honest.
What's the name of
with
this
you.
group?
Phoenix.
Think let's petite grow like a ride, oh.
This sounds almost like Canadian indie somehow. Like that.
Oh,
This
you know
sounds
what it
like
reminds you of? Maybe like Wolf Parade. Yeah,
totally.
I'll believe in
like
anything.
a more
whatever.
poppy Wolf Parade.
Yeah, I hear that too.
I don't know it.
That's the scene, right? That 08, 09
Totally.
sound. That was.
Yeah.
I don't know it, but
everywhere.
I like it.
There we go. 1901, a song that's
And a great year.
a number. Yeah.
I remember it well. How is Ann Sandy doing? She doing all right?
That's what you thought of when you thought of 1901? That by the next time you see me, she will have celebrated her 96th birthday.
Holy shit.
And she's had COVID one more time than Cam has.
Really, 3 times?
Yeah.
That she's
I remember
she's
this,
amazing.
yeah.
She's amazing.
But I'm planning on doing something great. I'm planning on renting a stretch limousine,
Whoa.
picking her up, and taking her to the beautiful city of Pickering,
Hot.
to the brand new
I know where
casino
you're
that
going.
they have there.
I know
She'll
where
be
you're
happy.
going.
She'll be happy.
And I'll just let her go run around or on her walker
Fuck shit up.
and fuck shit up at the slots.
Totally.
A couple hours, then limo her back home. And maybe on the way home we stop and get some McDonald's French fries,
Does this say Center Street Deli? Or?
and she'll have a great birthday.
So what I noticed this is when I went to the Fake and a Murderer
Stay tuned to my
premiere.
Instagram for
Stay tuned to
footage
Steve
of
Stone
this
Instagram.
limousine.
When I saw
ride.
the Fake and a Murderer for the second time, because I saw it on what's the service I saw it on? Hollywood Suite.
Hollywood
Yes,
Suite.
the great Hollywood Suite.
Right away, like when I learned it was out.
Shout out to
like,
David.
Day one, I got it.
David Kynes.
David Kynes. FOTM David Kynes. But then I was
FOSS David Kynes.
just a friend of many. I saw it again with you, of course, at your premiere. And this time I noticed Aunt Sandy when the family's
she's in
learning
it.
about the
She's in
project.
it. She
or
used to
whatever.
say more in the old cut, but
Oh.
the grumpy people made us.
How come you don't have Final Cut? Like, why
I'm
don't
almost
you-
there.
Almost there. Okay. Are you ready for my first number jam?
Speaking of Final Cut, I'll have the Final Cut of Vanditch by next time I see you.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's big.
Sounds like 19, but it's not.
That
So
is-
hang in there.
Oh, I know what this is. This is a long song.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I got lots of facts
I
about
know
it.
someone that wanted this song.
But I got it first.
This one goes out to all the rockers out there.
With Jeff Woods over here.
Lonnie Schwartz. There was a time
Wow.
when a younger Cam and Stu would have been afraid of this song in this music video.
Spooky. What is war? Is that this video?
It was quite the video.
I'm
But
thinking.
we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
We'll give it a moment to brew.
This is one hell of a jam.
Wind that down.
First song by Metallica I ever heard is this one.
We are rocking in the morning here in Kingston. Little Metallica for the morning. Metallica mornings. Every Monday morning, Metallica mornings. Stu Stone, Cam Gordon in the morning.
Isn't Metallica's most depressing song? I'd say like Saint Anger was pretty depressing. This is so
It's no hero of the day
so bad.
for
Yeah. Oh my God, that's
Wendell
the most.
Clark.
Depressing. It's the most depressing pick.
This is like their most progressive rock song
Yeah.
with these patterns and drums.
It's a great fucking song. Might be my favorite Metallica song.
I think like the next album, like the Black Album, had better production on it. It's like a crisper sounding
Yeah.
music. But this is obviously great.
a lot-
San Francisco
A lot of
rockers, right?
noodling. A lot of noodling.
Takes a while to get there, but here we go.
I can't remember anything. Can't tell if this is true.
Just this sounds like a young band.
Down inside, I
You know?
feel the scream. This terrible silence stops in me. Now that the war is through with me, I'm waking up. I cannot see that there's nothing
Metallica mornings.
to me. Nothing is real but pain now. Hold my breath as I wish for death. Oh, please, God, wake me.
Wow. Okay. This song is called One.
Oh,
There you go.
Metallica's One is the third and final single from
one. Also the word to describe Stu Stone this week, as in Stu won.
released as this is the third and final single from the band's fourth studio album, which of course is And Justice for All. Came out in 1988.
Also had a scary album cover, like kind of the
Oh,
blind,
yeah.
blind justice, but like
Like
kind
a bunch of like crosses at a cemetery.
Yeah.
War is scary, guys. We can't sugarcoat this. War is
Yeah.
fucked, man. But this song, it does portray a World War I soldier who is severely wounded.
In 1901.
His arms, his legs, that's not World War I. That was the Boer War that you're thinking of, the South African
Oh.
Boer War. Arms, legs, his jaw was blown off by a landmine. He's blind, he can't speak, he can't move. He's begging God to take his life.
Sorry, this is a real guy or they made this up?
Made this up, but it's
Okay.
there's like parts of an old movie that had a similar plot.
This is like a really like shows their musical chops.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
This
I
isn't
think it's
thrash. Like it's definitely not thrash.
This was the first Metallica song that ever ranked in the Billboard Hot 100. It reached number 35. This fucking song hit number 35 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Now, did CFNY play this? I don't
no
think
chance.
so.
No chance.
I don't think
they didn't
so.
touch
Q107
Metallica.
maybe.
Q for sure.
Yeah, I think Q is on this.
For sure, Q.
I mean, on my upcoming radio show in the future, I would play this.
Did you listen to
I do
the
Metallica
Q107 Mike-umentary that
No.
VVP and I put together?
I tried not to because I was really upset about all of the beef that was going on as a result of Q107 and
the
recent
Fearless
things.
Fred stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, we just hit the 1 month anniversary of. I feel like you tweeted about this, did you not?
Oh yeah. So I'm still waiting for the
Mike
record.
doesn't want to talk about it.
FOTM.
Okay?
I don't know. I
It's
just don't
private.
want
He's a private guy. He doesn't want to talk about it.
Okay.
No. I'm being
Don't listen to
serious. Like,
Stu. Don't
Mike
listen to
doesn't
Stu.
want to talk about it. He doesn't like it.
to. Let me start up on Bended. Oh wait, fuck. Listen to this fucking part. Hold on.
Okay.
Fucking right.
I gotta download this on my phone.
What is Johnny's Got His Gun?
That's the movie.
It's an epic song.
It's fucking epic. It's epic.
It's a lot going on.
Freedom!
You know what? I could fucking run through a wall right now. Like this has got right into my
Better
heart.
than coffee.
Okay. Fucking amazing. So, believe it or not, and it's such a great video. And that you referenced that movie, Johnny. What? What's it called?
Oh, that's what the okay.
Yeah. So they like the movies in the video. They
right.
go back anyway because it's a similar theme thing.
The
right?
guy's got like
And listen
he's
to
all
this, look at this.
bandaged. Yeah. Sounds like Eddie Van Halen.
It's so good. Okay, so
Who's playing? Is that
this
Dave
was
Mustaine?
the first, the very first Metallica song for which a music. Is this the Filipino guy?
Right.
The first
Oh.
music video in Metallica
I
history.
was gonna say Danny Trio.
Who's
but
the Filipino guy?
he was in Suicidal Tendencies. I think this was before him. This is Jason Newsted, or who's that? Or is he in Soundgarden? Robert Trio.
Yeah.
Kirk Hammett.
Kirk Hammett, right.
And I only know he's Filipino because I know everyone who's got Filipino blood in them.
There you
Okay.
go.
So, yeah, this is their very first video, and it was this video was aired quite a bit, like reasonable amount. I saw it all the time on Much Music. They played this video.
People who wore jean jackets and lived near
Yeah.
Aaron Kaufman
Totally.
listen to this.
And the patches they would iron
Yeah.
or sew on or iron
Like a
on or
pack
whatever.
of smokes
Like a
in the
Triple
And
back.
they
H.
had lots of like safety pins in their jacket.
Yeah, like a Triple H like jacket,
Yeah.
like
Like
a
the
jean
leather.
jacket with leather
Yeah, yeah,
straps, with leather
I was
sleeves.
I
That's
was
a good
more of a poison man myself, so this was a little heavy.
Like
You would.
tassels or
Mike wore the makeup and everything.
yeah.
like Bobby doll. Here, let this finish, and we'll go into Stu's jam. Do you have anything to say before your jam, or can I go right into it?
Well, I'm saying I'm feeling very festive through the Hall of Fame induction. So I think we should. My jam. I think we should just party. I think we should party and really celebrate with my song. That's Cam from Last Toast.
You should have done it that
Pretty
way.
much.
Slow it down like that. And I'm gonna go check in on the live chat and see if there's anything going on.
Signature sound. Like you hear it and you know exactly who it is. You know what I mean?
There's a few bands like that where you can hear a chord and say, okay, that's a U2 song.
I challenge anyone, Mike, anyone, to like an 80s. If there's a hit song from the 80s, I can recognize almost every song in like a second.
Is that because of the
like a single
synthesizer?
chord.
No, it's just from listening to music.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Who's the girl on this? Is this
Sheena Easton?
is this Sheena E?
Sheena
Sheila
E?
E?
No,
Sheena Easton?
Not Vanity?
no.
All right, let's let Stu
Okay.
tell us about this song. What's this song called, Stu?
The song is called 1999,
And that's a number.
which is also the price of a pair of Doer shorts. if you happen to use promo code Toronto Mike.
15% off with the
15%
promo code
off.
Toronto Mike. Do it. Let them know you care. Let them know you listen.
$19.99. Also,
No,
the price.
15% is true. What Stu is saying is on, he's on his own there. I can't-
$19.99 a gram over at Canna-Cabana. Using promo
They
code.
won't be undersold on cannabis
No.
or cannabis accessories.
$19.99 for a large meat lasagna.
Did I mention
I
much
wish.
love to Dan Jeffrey and his daughter who listened together? That really
I like
warmed
that.
my daughter was with me when that story was told, and she had the
How
warm,
old's the daughter? Like, should we swear? Like, I'm serious.
like I would say 20,
Okay, so she can handle it.
19.
Yeah. We get pretty edgy here sometimes.
Jarvis was on the live chat earlier. It's fine.
Such a cutie. Wiggly tooth.
We're okay.
I just
we can
wanted to,
swear.
yeah, it's nobody that you know singing. Just so you know, it's not like
Wanna
a
know
famous
fun
person.
fact? This song, you'd think this song came out in 1999.
No, let's talk about it, guys. The song is called 1999, and if my memory serves me correctly, it's by a guy called Prince. The song actually was the title track of his album that was called 1999 as well. Ironically, the price may have been 1999, and this was in 1982. Not to confuse people.
So earlier than you'd think, right? 82.
But this is one of those Prince songs, and Prince is, Prince is like Dean McDermott. He makes the impossible possible. Prince is the type of guy that can re-chart with songs, or an old song that didn't work, another singer will sing it. He finds a way to make shit work, right? 1999 came out at first, and it did pretty good. Peaked on the chart at number
9.
Number one.
number 44,
Whoa.
right? This is a smash hit at number 44.
So the first time this single came out, it peaked at 44.
and it never went higher than that, even when it. Well, I don't know actually, because I'll let Wiseblot
Yeah.
deal with that.
He's scared.
But I'll tell you what.
You're all in the Hall of Fame now. You're
it
equals.
really blew up big in 1985 because it was a double A side for Little Red Corvette. Prince did not give up on this song, so he put it out again with Little Red Corvette, and both songs blew up. And now Rolling Stone ranks this on their list of one of the greatest songs of all time. It's a song that was definitely played like at mostly every celebration and function, and maybe at a future wedding that we may or may not be attending, depending
Whose
on our
wedding
behavior.
would that be?
I
We'll see how
can't-
this episode goes.
But
What are you talking
this is
about?
the type of song that would play on New Year's Eve. And for sure, in 1998, on December 31st, 1998, I'm sure this played all over the world. Here's some fun facts for you, though.
Sorry, 1236 is in the
Oh,
chat
good.
room throwing some heat.
Oh, good. What's he saying?
Mainly it's Stu, like a beanball. Like he's
He goes,
going
this
all
is the
Pascal
worst I've
Price.
ever heard from Stu trying to describe the history of a song. But you know what? I'm worried that this is going to get into Stu's head. Mark is just jealous that he's got company.
Oh, well, Mark,
Company in the Hall
listen,
of Fame.
This is not this. I'll tell you what. Let's be honest. I actually didn't pick this song, and Mike threw me a curveball, and so I came and had to really force 1999
Look
into
at
my
him making
selections.
excuses.
Yeah,
Did you pick the song or not?
I mean, I had to pick it because
There's a lot of other number jams.
Well, I mean, this felt appropriate, but there is something fun fact about
It's
this.
a great
that-
fucking song.
Yeah, it's a great
Why
song.
is he trying to put this
It's a
on
great
me?
fucking
Because
song.
it's your fault. I
Yeah.
had a whole
It's-
song and dance
it's
ready for
always your fault.
Metallica 1.
I had something I did.
And
Why
I
do you
know
wait
what
so
you
long to
did.
get your
I
fucking
know
yeah,
what
but
you
don't say
did.
it.
I'm not going
Why
to.
do you wait so long to get your fucking
Because
jams
I'm
in
very
here?
busy. I'm
like-
very busy.
Cam had his in weeks before.
I'm very busy, Mike. Now
Busy
listen.
man.
Phil Collins
Yes.
admits
Yeah.
that this is the song that inspired Susu Studio. Did you know that?
Yeah, I could see that.
It wouldn't surprise me at all. No.
Just say the word. Oh, you could probably sing it along.
Studio. Yep.
Kind of the same song.
Just say the word.
To be honest.
Oh.
I like it when I find out, like, oh, you know,
Okay.
when I find out, oh, the Beach Boys, you find out, oh, when they wrote this song, it was because he was trying
like
to
Chuck Berry.
emulate, like, the Ronettes,
There you go.
right? Because
This is no one that you know
Got
singing on this song.
Sorry, Wendy and Lisa.
Of
plus
course, everyone
Sheila.
knows Wendy and Lisa, but I know that Mike and Cam don't. So I was right when I said no one that they would
Wait,
know.
Wendy,
Yeah, you don't know them.
and Lisa?
Yeah, you don't know them.
Lisa and the Culture?
No, you don't know them.
Lost in
I'll say something about Prince real quick.
Okay.
That song that we just heard, 1999.
Not released in 1999.
Who played the drums on that song?
Oh.
Phil Collins.
Prince. Who played guitar on that
yeah,
song?
Here we
yes,
go.
he played
Here we
Prince.
go.
Yes, I
Who
know.
played every fucking instrument on the
things.
song? Prince. He did it his
No,
way.
keep going
Except
through the
Wendy.
instruments. I like
Yeah.
He
this.
did them all.
Who did the
sang it?
triangle?
Who sang the
Everything.
female parts?
Not Prince, but no one you
Wendy.
know.
Could have been Wendy.
Wendy and Lisa.
Prince is a musical genius, and I'll tell you what, I've seen a lot of bands live, including the Black Crowes, where Mike got stoned a couple weeks ago. I've seen a lot of concerts in
times,
my life,
buddy.
including future klezmer concerts with my friend Mark Weisblot. We're going to go together. I'll tell you what, Prince, I don't think there's someone better than I saw live than Prince. This guy was a showman. He plays the guitar, he sings, he dances. It's nonstop. There's no break.
He shreds.
It goes
Yeah.
all the way through. It's just a high energy, nonstop, unbelievable Prince. And it's a shame that he's gone because he's a guy that I would have gone to see every year. You know how Cher is still on her farewell tour type shit. I would have seen Prince on 20 farewell tours.
Is this death still kind of
Sketchy?
vague? What happened? I know
think
there
he
was a
died
lot
in-
of like
it was like a
pharmaceuticals.
Percocet
and
thing.
stuff.
Accidental overdose, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
died in an elevator or something.
Yeah. Way too young.
Because don't
Way too
conflate
young.
it with Michael Jackson, who was murdered by his doctor.
Right.
Very,
of
very,
course.
very,
Same
very
with-
sad. And
same
I
with Tom
wasn't
Petty.
wrong about the chart. I just double checked it. So Mark is wrong again. But on the Billboard Hot 100, the song peaked at number 44.
You know,
so
part of the deal of
you
the
can look that
FOTM
up.
Hall of Fame is all members must get along with each other. That's part of the deal.
Mark is wrong about that one.
Sorry, the line, "This is the worst I've ever heard."
Mark is
from
wrong about
Stu-
that one.
That's a good line.
Yeah, Mark is.
We all fuck
and
up.
I know that he came to the movie and he left.
He says
the
it was
movie, by
higher
the
than
way.
44.
He left. It wasn't.
But that way he needs like the acting rabbi hookup.
He left faking a murder and went for a walk.
So the
and then
confusion
came back.
comes because you
know
mentioned-
that.
Yeah, I heard this.
He
on
went
his
for a walk.
that's-
I mean, what a guy.
Yeah, but you got to
fucking
know yourself. Like if you can't sit through a 90-minute movie, you
I
got to
mean,
know yourself.
I
right?
guess. I mean, and someone's got to
My
know.
brother's a bit like that. He couldn't even
Yeah, but
finish
come
the
on.
18-inning Blue Jay game that we all went to.
Do you think when I listen to his 5-hour podcast, I take a walk in the middle and take a break? No,
I
I
stop
listen.
Mark at 3 hours.
I listen. I listen because I'm
So
a fan
I know
of
the
his.
confusion's obvious to me, but I think you were trying to explain this, Stu. You were explaining that he released it once initially. It went to 44 or
Yes.
whatever. But what happened the second time he released it after
I
Little
don't
Red
have that
Corvette?
information at the top of my fingers.
Okay, that's when I think it charted
So,
higher, and that's
it
where the
may have,
confusion
but
comes
I'm
from.
saying it certainly didn't the
that's
first time
not on the
around.
wiki page. For
And I can remember as a young man who grew up with a satellite dish television that I watched MTV all day long.
I did.
And Prince was an MTV superstar.
Really?
As big as Michael Jackson, Duran Duran, Madonna, Prince
don't
is
we
right
know
there.
this?
Maybe not.
Who doesn't know that?
Some of the new listeners.
Who's listening to Toast right now? Who's
What
going
if
to find
Prince
out now
famous?
that Prince was a big fucking deal?
Jokeruru. Did not know that.
We would recognize Wendy and Lisa. And,
All right,
what was
okay.
this band? Like he had the protege that was like a girl band.
Vanity.
The Time.
That's not no. The time
Isn't
is
it-
Was
Morris
Vanity
Day.
a
When-
band or I thought Vanity was a
wasn't-
person?
wasn't-
Apollonia.
Apollonia.
Okay, I
right,
get
right,
confused
right.
with
Yeah.
my purple stuff. Okay.
Little Red Corvette.
I don't pretend to be an
Okay.
expert here. Okay. So, I loved it. 1999. It's a great number jam. And we're through one
Shout
round.
out to Cable Guy Jeff who writes in the chat #Stu is always right. He knows.
Also a friend of Stu.
But he knows.
Biased, but that's okay. And I
And
think
Cable Guy Jeff has a new Stu-cumentary coming out.
well,
Yeah, that's. I should. Can I just give him a plug real quick?
of course.
So
Is this a work or a shoot?
This is a shoot. The
Which one's which again?
shoot is real.
Shoot fight.
Shoot is real.
fighting.
Shoot is real.
Work.
Shoot is real. Work is not real. A work shoot is something that is like a mishmash.
You can work yourself into a shoot if, you're
Like
not
yes.
faking a murder was a word.
If you put a matzo ball and a kreplach in the soup, it's called a mishmash. Do you understand what I'm saying here, Mike?
Sure, like girl talk.
So the Stone Movement documentary that he put out on social media last year. Some of you watched it. Cam Brio just recently tweeted about it.
I watched it.
But so there's the chapter 2 coming out in a few weeks or sometime this summer that I did an interview for Jeff for that covers the whole Jamie Kennedy experience with
Wait,
rare
this is
footage.
the Whitener thing, or this
No,
is
no.
Wait,
Okay,
why do I not know about this?
You should know
Can
about
you
it.
remind me who's Cable Guy
Cable
Jeff?
Guy Jeff is
Like,
my oldest friends, one of the pioneers of podcasting, and he's been documenting all. He's been basically documenting all my shit for 100 years. And so
is he
he's got all
in
this
like those
footage.
shorts when you got interviewed about the finances? Is that him? That's
No,
another guy.
he's not. He's not in
Oh, right,
faking
he's
a
not
murder.
in- No, not faking a murder, but the shorts. Like there was a series.
Doer-
Oh no!
the doer shorts.
He's not in those
Because
doer
someone
shorts.
had you at a
But I could
podcast.
get Cable Guy Jeff a pair of doer pants. He would like those.
They're, you can ride them from the bike lane to the
Do you know
boardroom.
who got Cable Guy Jeff? Speaking of which, his So the Jamie Kennedy Stu Stone era is what it's covered there with rare footage, stuff no one's ever seen before, stuff that people probably don't even want to see, but they're going to see it anyway. But Jeff got me a Funko today, a Funko Pop
I know what
of
you
the
want.
little green sprout.
Oh, I saw this.
Isn't that
Yeah,
so
yeah,
cool?
yeah, yeah,
that was
yeah.
Jeff that
And
found
you were
that
the
and got
voice
that.
of the little green
I was the voice
sprout.
of the little green
And this
sprout.
is the Jolly Green Giant's
Jolly Green
nephew or
Giants.
something.
He's
Maybe his
maybe his offspring.
grandson.
Maybe
Iconic.
maybe the son that he doesn't tweet about. But I'll tell you what,
Oh. You had to tweet about your
Oh my
son
God.
Sprout.
I'm a professional.
It's a personal
I'm a
personal
professional.
decision.
You don't have to tweet about your daughter. I'm surprised that this particular news isn't something
This is
you'd
as
want
far as I
to
go.
scream from the
What
rafters.
news? What
There's
news?
no news like Gary news.
Oh my God.
Am I right?
It's such happy news.
Shout out
That's
to
what I
Cable
know
Guy
it
Jeff. I
is.
love you, Jeff.
It's my news.
Do you need permission from someone else to you
No.
want to text somebody
Jeff
else? Okay.
invented the podcast, so you should be.
Anyway.
You should
Was
be
he
interviewing
podcasting
him.
before 2006?
Yes.
Okay, because I was podcasting.
Well, the
for
two of
Humble
you
and
should
Fred in
talk.
2006.
I bet you the two of you would be good
Well,
friends.
no one's
Sorry, who
introduced us.
was?
Jeff started podcasting.
Oh, Cable Guy Jeff. Okay.
Cable Guy
Gotcha,
Jeff
gotcha, gotcha.
before me. Okay.
Do you do stuff with Tom Green?
Possibly.
Okay.
I almost got him on Toronto Mike, but he seemed to flake out at it a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so I tried though. I'm excited to shit all over Cam Gordon because I think this might be
Illegal jam?
a controversial jam.
Okay.
have to
Well,
talk about
I
it.
will say, even if this gets disqualified, it's a good opportunity to talk about Martin Street because I think of Martin Street when I hear this.
Okay, well,
hear
let's
this
get
jam.
to it. Here's Cam Gordon's second number jam.
This is the worst I've ever heard from Stu trying to describe the history of the song. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. I was kind of mailing that one in, but I still won.
You didn't do your homework.
Wow, the song was thrown at me like this morning.
Mike, do you like this song? Regardless if you think it's a good pick. I'm not sure it's a good song.
I mean, it depends. Am I at a club at like 1 a.m,
Yeah.
drinking a beer?
Yeah.
Yes, I like it.
Yeah. Okay.
But if I'm like chilling out on a Saturday afternoon or whatever,
Yeah.
it's not what I'd put on. But Tobias Vaughn loves it. He says,
Great tune. Okay.
Great tune, yeah.
I saw him at the Mogwai concert. I can definitely see a bit of Mogwai in this song. This is obviously a bit more heavy and a bit more metal based, but there you go. There's Sprout.
Looks like Stu.
Yeah.
He does? Who is it?
Sprout is in the live chat.
Oh, there's the Sprout. I don't have it anymore. My feed died ever since.
Ever since I became the champ.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, Sprout.
You know the band Prefab Sprout?
Yeah.
Paddy McAloon? Anyway, that's it. That's all I got.
Okay.
By the way, I just am looking at the chat, and yeah, I acknowledged the second one, but he's wrong. He said 1983, number 12.
No, that's a chum chart. That's a chum
but
chart.
it was 1985 that double single came out, according to what I saw.
It's a
but-
great fucking jam. No
Yeah.
one tunes in to toast for the facts. They come for the flavor.
The banter.
right.
Tool. 40,
Fucking-
46 and 2. What's
Okay,
your
stop the
beef? What
music.
the
Stop
fuck's
the
your
rock and roll.
beef?
You think about say the title again. Just say it slowly.
46 2.
Do the proper title slowly.
46 and 2.
There's an ampersand in there, which is also known as the word end. This song is called 46 and 2.
Both numbers.
That's more than a fucking number, Cam.
It's twice as
That's
good.
bullshit.
Twice as good.
Come on, Stu. Don't be. Come on, tell it like it
46.
is.
What say you?
You have to be on the side of
I
justice.
mean, listen, it's tough. It's tough.
You could see what I'm getting at. 2 numbers.
I think that if I was to say that this is okay, then Cam's going to owe me
But
one.
it's not okay.
There's like a little
The rules were so clear.
A little quid pro quo
No,
between Hall of
bullshit.
Famers.
We'll see.
Bullshit. That's why you're not judges.
Might be
Listen,
down.
you know what?
What?
I'm the dictator
What?
here.
What,
What am I
Mike?
even asking your opinion for
What
this?
is it?
The title has to be a number and only a number. You have either you can call it an ampersand, you can call it the word end. Bottom line is there's more than a number in the title of this song.
What is 46?
46 is a number.
What is 2?
2 is a number. If this
What's the
song was
problem?
called 46-2, I'd allow it. This song is called 46 and 2.
It's a pick so nice there's numbered twice. What's the problem?
I'm surprised by you,
This
Cam.
was a Martin Street
I'm surprised
favorite.
by
Do
you.
you realize this? After what you did.
Kama Cabana.
Just kidding.
He's saying that because I caused.
Sorry,
no,
I take it back.
but
Strike
I
that.
didn't. What I did was.
You did well. You did nothing.
I know. I can't believe you did that.
Do you guys
You're
like
fearless
Tool?
Cam
Okay,
over
fine.
here.
I'm disqualified. But what I'd like to know: do you guys like Tool? I've never really fully got this band. Why they got so popular?
Should I go first?
Sure.
Sober. No, go ahead. Yeah.
Tool's awesome.
Awesome.
The singer Maynard is one of the best vocalists. The musicianship of these guys is on another level. But live, he's not a good live guy because he's scared of the stage. When I saw them live in Hamilton, he stood behind the drums and had his back to the audience the whole show. It was disappointing.
Maynard did.
Yes.
Okay.
But that doesn't take away from the fact that they're a good band. I mean, they're really, really good.
Okay.
They are.
What's your opinion, Mike?
I think they're a very good band. I actually saw A Perfect Circle once.
Okay. Is that
Anyone
like
here
an
see-
Edge Fest?
Yeah, it was an
Okay.
Edge.
And I want to apologize
Did he
on the.
hide that time, Maynard? Or was
I
he
don't
out
remember him
front?
hiding, but by the way, I'm wearing a Martha and the Muffins T-shirt that was given to me by Martha.
You
herself.
know where I saw Tool perform? Canada's Wonderland.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
On the final
With Fra-
Lollapalooza touring, he was dressed up like Madonna and Blonde Ambition with like the cone. And, like
Was
the,
Fraser Shad there?
I know there's
probably was.
a lot of diehard Tool fans right now. Are
Yeah.
like, they love it. I will say I've actually never purchased a Tool album, and I owned
Perfect Circle. Did you like that?
MP3. I saw them at Edgefest.
That's
but-
also Maynard.
Where was he like 5 minutes ago?
I was
when
paying
when did
attention
the
to
whole-
Weisblatt.
A
I was
Perfect
I was
Circle
I was
thing.
talking to Weisblatt.
I'm aware that's also Maynard. Okay, so I've never purchased
Did you
a
know
Tool
Prince was
CD.
popular in the 80s? Did I mention that?
Big name.
Do you see that Weisblatt says I'm quitting the Hall of Fame over Stu bungling that one?
I didn't bungle
Oh, wow.
it. If he
And then there were three.
if he was to look,
you know what? I accept his resignation because I don't want anyone to be in the Hall of Fame who would quit over that. But I know he's joking.
Although Cyber Cafe just LOL'd. You know what I learned in the research for this? I never knew this. That Maynard
me.
also sang backup on The Three Little Pigs by Green Jelly.
Wow.
Do you remember like
Yeah,
that?
they had to change
That was
their
a big
name.
Much
They were
Music
called
Gem.
Green Jello,
Yeah, exactly.
and then
But
Jello didn't like
Big
that.
Big Hit. That was a number
Lionel
one.
Pig, that was a Big Much Music Jam.
That was
yeah.
a number one hit in New Zealand, top 5 in Australia, Sweden. Went to number 17 in the U.S.
Did
Like
it appear in a
that
Beavis and
novelty song.
Butthead
Yes.
episode? I remember that.
It was
I remember that.
Plasticine, I think. Plasticine video.
yeah, that's what it was.
Like the epitome
Yeah.
of a novelty hit.
Yeah, Green Jelly, and I
they
remember
played it all the time on
Yeah.
Much Music,
Oh, I know.
Heavy
I remember
rotation.
well.
like almost as much as they played Lawrence Gowan on CFMY. Almost.
Anyway, heavy rotation.
Can I say, whenever I'd go to like the Phoenix or something, and then you'd hear some Tool in the mix at night. My favorite was always Sober. I like
Totally.
Sober, but that's always
You
Tool
would.
fans. I know, which is ironic because
There you go.
But anyway, I'm not a diehard Tool guy, but I respect that.
Well, I
band
think
and
also
people-
in the club nights, it would always be like the opening of the set because they would have these like 3-minute intros and they could do.
But you're
all
right
their
about
shout-outs
Streak.
and stuff.
Streak that's what caused him to sway. Was it that band or Nine Inch Nails? He was big on Nine Inch Nails.
I think it was
and
9
Tool.
Inch Nails he
Okay, that
missed.
caused him to drop the F bomb.
Yeah,
right. Shout out to Pete Fowler and
Totally.
brother Bill who got that audio to me. And that's where
Absolutely.
Cam. That's where I've seen you also. You were on a PPMM episode since the
How's
last-
that show
right.
doing?
Yeah.
Honestly, it's really starting to take off.
Off
so
the
PPMM,
charts.
as I like to describe it, is if we
Is
took
it off the
Stu,
charts like Prince's song in 1985 that because it got no radio play?
Progressive Passive Modern Melodies. Oh, I saw Alan Cross at the Roger Waters
Oh, he was
show.
there?
Oh, and that's right. So I talked about becoming a
There you
pothead.
go.
Moose Grumpy gave me some edibles to enjoy during
Jesus,
Roger
this
Waters.
guy.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm like, I wear, I bike, so I have my belt pack on, and I have edibles, and I didn't think, I just kind of zipped it into one of the things on my belt pack.
You
just zipped it in.
recycling material, like I've heard this. Which
Hold
which
on,
but-
no,
anyway.
yeah, but you heard it on Wise Blood, I think, or
Okay.
somewhere. No,
Anyway.
Jeff Woods.
Jeff Woods. There you go.
But I'm telling it now here quickly, which is that I'm going into the Scotiabank Arena, and the security person goes through like every part of my fucking belt thing, finds the edibles, calls her boss over, and he tells me I'm not allowed. They have to take that. I can't bring my edibles into the concert.
So you ate it.
No, I didn't eat
Walt-
it.
What
Wolfed
the
it
hell?
down.
You just eat it right there.
I honestly don't know. Can you bring food into the dome right now?
I don't know.
Mike would be
But-
the guy
but-
that's like. Gets
but I
caught with
said to the
edibles
guy,
at like
go-
a 40 whatever he
I
is.
said, why are you
guy.
taking that?
the
I
Martha
said,
and the muffins.
That's Canna Cabana product. That's legal. That was a
Got the
And
name
he
drop
said,
in there.
He said it's
I would
like,
have just eaten them.
You know what he told
right
me?
there.
The security guard. You know what he
And I
told
don't
me?
even eat weed.
The Scotiabank security guard told me it was like bringing in beer.
Well,
What say you? You think he's got a point?
Well, he doesn't.
But they
because
sell beer
That's what
at
I'm
the
saying. They don't. When they
Scotiabank.
start selling Canna Cabana at the Scotia, then maybe he's got
so,
a point to
okay,
make.
so maybe I should have wolfed them all down and had the best fucking concert ever, but I didn't.
For Roger Waters, you dropped
Yeah.
the ball there, brother.
And then I found out the day after I saw Roger Waters and loved the show, I found out he's anti-Semitic.
yeah. Well,
You-
don't tell
sorry,
that
and
to
it-
Canada Kev.
You didn't know
No,
that?
I had no idea.
Canada Kev does not agree with that.
Well,
Yeah.
I saw what I saw, which was his quotes, and then I made my own personal decision based on what he was saying. And I came to the conclusion that if you're able to somehow blame Israel for the murder of George Floyd, and
What?
so when I saw how he was able to make that stretch,
Wait,
I realized
that was part of the concert? Oh, I was like, what? He stopped the concert?
Actually,
Like,
I feel like your cousin DJ Farbsy has talked about this at great lengths on Facebook.
The concert-
This topic.
other than one moment where it said Palestinian lives matter, which I don't personally consider to be anti-Semitic to say that Palestinian lives
Sure.
matter. Okay, so that's I'm only speaking for Mike here. Okay,
for everybody.
right. Well, I'm speaking for myself. I can't speak for everyone. I know some people because I had on a punker named Art Bergman who said a similar
There you
thing,
go.
and I got
Order
an
of
email from
Canada.
somebody who's an FOTM telling me that was anti-Semitic on
Right.
the program.
Well, it could. I mean, listen.
yeah.
Some people could consider that, but I don't think that
Some
you
do.
mean it that way.
So that there, in my opinion, nothing in the concert at all was anti-Semitic. In my opinion, I'm talking about quotes he made in some interview before this concert that I only read the day after the concert, and I read everything he said about Israel and apartheid, and I read everything, and I made a judgment that when I saw him trying to say that Israel was somehow responsible because they invented this technique that the cops used to murder George Floyd.
They invented that technique.
Right.
Right.
So basically, the stretch he did to blame Israel for the murder of George Floyd, I left feeling like it felt dirty to me.
Sorry,
like,
this is like
he was
between
being,
song banter?
No,
or
this is not at the concert.
Like,
Am I
everybody,
being clear?
listen.
This is
Before I
another
play this
interview.
next song, I just want to tell you.
The murder of George Floyd the blood is on the hands of Israel.
That's terrible.
So he didn't say it in concert. To be clear, he said it in another interview that I read the day after the concert. But
What
that's
does Weisblatt think about this?
I don't know. I haven't asked.
I can
Weisblatt
guarantee
about this.
what he
And
thinks
again,
about it.
Yeah.
And me again, proud atheist, happy atheist. I can't accept hate towards any group. I don't like it. I don't
think anybody does like it.
Some people like it, right? Like a
People
a
do
white
like it?
nationalist would like
Well,
it.
those
Right.
people are not FOTMs, are they?
Now, Mike,
They're not allowed in the Hall of Fame. That's for sure, Stu.
like a less important question, but
Nothing's less important.
but also important in its own right. Did he see Emily play?
No.
Okay,
And I
so
thought
it was a big hit. So.
I was thinking of your
I think
reaction.
Sid that's like one
He did
two
say
times
he
I
did,
lost
he did talk
that.
about Sid. Then there's words that go on a screen
Right.
all about Sid and stuff. And then he played "Wish You Were Here" and
Shine
"Shine
On,
On You Crazy
right.
Diamond," and there was a lot of Sid love.
I didn't realize he's so old, like 78 years old.
Yeah, looks good. You know, it was a great show.
He says more famous than The Weeknd. Like he's still
That was- yeah, he did
slinging
that-
shit around.
He did that afterwards here. Okay, so back to the jam. So I'm going to kick out another jam. Is that okay with you? So I disqualified Cam's jam because it has the word end in it. And I think everybody would agree.
your
He
right.
violated the
That's
rules.
your right. You
you
saw
know?
where it's going, though. You saw.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't give a fuck where you're going. You're breaking the rules over here, okay?
fine.
But what's the point of rules, right? So I'm going to kick out.
Shout out
a
to David
song.
Alter.
See, if he had said this one, I'd be okay with it. It's the discotheque that lost me.
Yeah.
Whose favorite fucking song of all time is discotheque?
This is like one of those songs that, like, when it starts playing, and if I saw it live, I'd probably think it was cool. I've seen them live, and it was probably cool. But now, sometimes I also like roll my eyes.
It's a little
comes on.
snoo-
Is it a little
it's
pretentious?
I'm just like
snoozy.
listen to it. I'm just like,
A little pretentious.
but it's good, I guess.
Well, let's listen to a bit of it, and then I'll talk about it.
I mean, it's tough.
Yeah, do you have a blanket? I'm like going to sleep on this song. It's a little snoozy.
Tough room,
It's a
tough
little
room,
snoozy.
tough room.
Shout out to David Halter.
I actually saw him the other day. He came by Twitter Canada.
Get verified?
He is verified. Who's verified?
Stu's verified.
Dude, you're not. You should apply.
I'm not verified. I did apply.
Did you? What, recently?
Yeah. Because I thought that this might help. So
Oh, what? Oh, that article. Can I
Toronto
see
Star
that? What
thing.
is that?
This is the day Mike's changed. That's the whole reason for his
Mike?
new swagger.
You know he's in the Toronto
You
Star?
should get him to sign that.
Although there's like a photo of me and my parents like holding this up. So like, who am I kidding?
I got denied, and then I realized I don't want to be verified anyways.
It's more punk.
Right.
Me
Okay.
neither.
So let's focus. We have a job to do here. So Mike is kicking out Toronto Mike. I now speak of myself in the third person. This song, much like my first jam by Metallica, this song is also called One. It is by a Irish band, because the Pogues are not an Irish band, but this is, right? Right?
I think
Yeah,
so.
they're from Ireland.
I know.
Remember when like Bono was like the richest guy in the world at one point? Like, I mean, he probably still is, but there was a point when he was like sort of the face of like wealthy
like
musicians.
opulence.
Yeah, like he was the guy who was like the oligarch of.
Do
of
they know that it's
music.
Christmas?
Fucking
What was his
Bono.
line
Yeah,
again?
yeah.
Do they know it's
Like
Christmas?
he like invented the iPod or something. You know, it's like that type of shit.
He did get an album on the iPod. Okay. All right, on an iPhone. So, this is the third song from the 1991. Note that year, because that was
Probably
a
their
great
last
year
good
for
album.
music. Don't tell David Alter that.
No, they had another album after that. The Mysterious Ways one that had some stuff
This
on
is
it.
no. This is
Oh,
the
this is
Mysterious
that album?
Ways. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so then this
is
is the last-
Octung Baby,
Yeah,
the
so-
1991 release.
Yeah, that's all downhill from here.
What's the one where you're stuck in a moment? And that had a few big
Yeah,
hits
that's
on it.
later on.
Yeah, it's later. But okay,
It's like
Octung
beautiful,
Baby.
beautiful Day is a shitty song. I'm sorry.
I agree. So Octung Baby, that's right. But
that's a
Octung
hot
Baby is
take.
1991. This single is their third single, so it comes out in February 1992. This
And it
was
raised
a
money
big
for
deal
like
because
AIDS or something.
well, I'm gonna get to that.
Did
so,
it?
Yeah, it was released as a benefit single, and the proceeds went to AIDS
Yeah.
research.
Oh.
And Mary J. Blige had some sort of version of it.
She
Oh,
come,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
she did. You're
Okay,
right.
so that's good.
So there's some good
That's
things
good.
came out of this song. Okay, Bono he's a bit of a pretentious dink, but he's totally done good for the
Philanthropic.
world.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Michael Jackson was philanthropic.
He was filling something, but
Hey-oh.
Careful now. Save that
so
for
there's
the
a
Blue
story.
Hotel.
There's a story
Of a man named Brady.
Yeah, MF's still
of
here.
strife in the U2 studio when they're
MF says
recording
thanks for
Octung
playing
Baby.
this, Mike. She likes it.
Like,
Big
did she
YouTube
say
fan.
that?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, she's Irish.
Drop everything. Yeah. Well, she loves you.
She's shouting out the homeboys.
I like you two. I want to be honest.
I like
and when
U2
I
as
say
well.
you, when I say you two, I mean Mike and Cam. No, I've seen U2 live. They're very good live, also. So if you haven't seen them, they deliver. It's a pretty cool experience.
Okay, but they were like on the verge of breaking up. Like they were having like a crisis in terms of creative direction in the recording studio. This is in Berlin, by the way.
As a
and
result
it was this
of
song,
discotheque?
yeah, like the sound of U2, like what the quality of the stuff they were producing. The tensions were so high, it almost broke up the fucking
Higher than
band.
Mike at a Black Crowes concert.
Okay, anyway, the Edge and Bono and then this song started coming to be, and they worked on it, and this song saved the fucking band, and the rest is history. They're still together today. They actually made 3 different videos for this song. Okay, this is kind of interesting because I remember 2, but here's the 3. There's the one with the buffalo. Do you remember the buffalo video for
It's
one?
just like file footage of buffaloes.
Fucking
running around.
buffalo,
Oh, sorry,
okay.
bison.
Okay, well, I'm gonna call it a buffalo. Okay?
Bison.
I remember
Well,
buffalo.
Buffalo was very popular during that time. The Bills were like Super Bowl 4 years in a row.
Tatanka, buffalo.
He's right. Norwood was wide right. Okay.
Shank.
There was that Bono cross dressing. That was one, and there was another one where Bono's just kind of like smoking.
Like
his
I remember
cigarette.
him in a bar.
Yeah,
like at a,
smoking a cigarette.
Sorry,
So there-
him cross dressing.
Yeah, that's the one I don't remember, but there were
Really?
3 different videos for one. Okay, here you think, oh, that's kind of a boring song. You guys wanted to take a nap. MF and I dug it, but in 2004, Rolling Stones had this as the 36th greatest song of all fucking time.
Of all the songs ever.
All the songs ever. They did
One
a
by
list of
U2.
500. One by U2.
I
They
wonder
put
if they kept
36.
where it's sitting nowadays.
Well, they've tried to diversify it, so they went and said, "Oh, too many white guys." Like, let's
I don't know if that's the
diversify
reasoning.
this.
Maybe
Well,
the
that-
song just sucks.
I compare these things. No, okay. The song
Doesn't
isn't-
suck.
it
The song doesn't
It
suck.
doesn't suck.
It doesn't
It's
suck.
okay.
and
It's
it did
okay.
some good for the world.
It's not
No,
a
it's a
bad-
good song.
it's
I'd
not
probably
a bad
slow
song.
dance
And
to
it's
it.
the highest. It was the highest ranking U2 song
If-
on that Rolling Stones
If
list.
it was playing at a wedding, and I had a date at that wedding, I may dance to this song
So
if
when
I'm
you-
invited to it.
When that song first came out in February 1992, I'm gonna guess that you guys both liked it. Then.
Yeah, sure.
So maybe it just
No.
was over. Maybe Cam didn't like it.
I liked
MF
it.
won't
I
like
thought
to
it
hear
was a
that.
good song.
But it was over. Maybe it was overexposed, overplayed. You know, there are
It's
certain
okay.
songs that are good songs that I simply don't want to ever hear again.
I don't think that's a song that I never want to hear again.
I don't think it was overexposed.
It's pleasant.
But it was. It was very. It was everywhere. The video was
course.
everywhere.
The song
It's
of
like
the year.
multi-format.
Song of the year.
Big fucking song, 1991. Which was a
BFD.
big fucking year for music. by the way.
BFD.
Big fucking year for music. Okay. Now, Stu, do you want to say any words before we kick out your
Well,
third
I'm not
jam?
sure if this band is going to be picked by anybody else because they've got several number jams, and I could have gone with a myriad of picks.
Oh, actually, I have a mind blow, not a mind blow, but I have a bonus jam before Stu. I'm so fucking sorry. I'm out of practice. Okay, we used to do Pandemic Fridays every fucking week. It was like fucking every week. The cycle continued, and now it's been a
Mysterious
long
ways.
time. Okay, but I just want to shout out my my boy JC here.
Jesus Christ?
I ain't no friend of Jesus Christ. Come
Oh, yeah,
on.
Johnny Cash.
Is it getting better,
It's like this guy, like anything he covers is way better than the original.
or do you feel
Shout out to
the
Rick
same?
Rubin.
I don't know if I'm shouting out Rick Rubin. I think I'm shouting
Will
out
it
Johnny
make it
Cash.
Easier on you
Okay,
now?
but does this exist about Rick Rubin?
I mean, maybe, but
Got someone to blame?
maybe not. It's probably Rick
Can
Rubin's
you find,
idea.
is there another example of an artist? I mean, the only other one I can think of that compares to me might be Roy Orbison.
When it's
Because Roy Orbison was big in the 50s into the early 60s
but
or
this
whatever.
didn't have the same kind
like,
of cultural...
But then Roy Orbison took
Yeah.
20 years off of being
No,
big.
but it's not the same. Roy Orbison was a legit pop star in his comeback. Pretty Woman movie put him back on the map, and he did Traveling Wilburys and all this other stuff. Johnny
and-
Cash,
and
this
Mystery-
is still a niche kind of...
Mystery
Oh,
Girl.
Yeah.
You know, this was not a... Johnny Cash didn't have, like, hits with the young people.
like,
you know?
you know what's
No
a good
disrespect.
example? Cher, Believe. Like, kind of a shitty song, but, like, think about
But
it.
she had in it Kiss and all these different hits through the years leading up to that. Like she didn't just remember Turn Back Time was an
Yeah,
80,
I
like
guess
she
so.
had stuff going
Yeah.
on.
We all
so
sleep
there might not
alone.
be another example of an artist being rejuvenated and like Johnny Cash's
What
career
about, like,
was.
Tony Bennett teaming up with Lady
I don't
Gaga?
think it's the same level
Well,
as
they
this.
tried to do this with Neil Diamond. I don't know if you remember. Like, he had an album that was like him going back to his roots, and he had this song.
They
Hell
try to do it all the
Yeah,
time.
and-
They tried to do it with the mountaintop Loretta Lynn.
Oh, Loretta Lynn. Yeah,
they
that's
tried
a good
with
example.
Jack Black.
Yeah, or Jack White.
Jack White. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jack White was working with
Tina
her.
Turner's a great example.
Tina
of an
Turner's
artist
a good
that-
example,
that we
yeah.
were well, listen, any band that came out from 1985 to 1991 is an example of that. Like all these
Bill
60s
Medley,
and 70s. Yeah.
Time of your life.
We've been we should do
Joe
a deep
Cocker.
dive on like that.
I think we did this early in pandemic.
Yeah, like
didn't we?
Stevie Winwood. Like,
Yeah.
that's
All
what
of
the
Love.
top 40 was.
Genesis, Grateful Dead were on the chart.
Like, this would be
Cool in the Gang,
this would be an example of
Chicago.
like an early 2000s band
Donny
coming back
Osmond had a
now
hit.
and having
Donny
a hit.
Osmond,
Soldier,
Soldier of Love, La 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 La,
Benny King.
Benny King, Stand By Me.
Yeah, but just like
But same song, though.
re-releasing a track.
Same song,
that's okay.
right?
Does-
See, Benny King didn't have another song.
Oh, he did.
No,
there was
my
a B-side
point
on
is
that
that
record.
his comeback was based on the same damn
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
song.
well,
Like Kate,
yeah.
Kate Bush does not qualify for
right,
this
correct.
currently.
He's right. He doesn't qualify.
This Kate Bush moment, I totally do not get like what's happening.
The song wasn't big when it came out.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a hit.
No,
I
but
heard
it
it, I
did-
remember it, but it wasn't like a number one smash.
No, it was a known, like it was a big CFNY song. It was
Yeah.
a known song, but it wasn't a hit, no. But Stranger Things
I
is a
got to be
big
careful
fucking,
what I say about songs charting. I got the fucking chart fucking.
So are
warden.
we listening to this whole thing?
Well, we're talking. No? What the
Sorry,
fuck?
I'm not-
Cam, you get a bus to catch or
I'm trying to
something?
be rude.
Okay, this is fucking rude.
Sorry.
All right, I'll
Sorry.
kill it
Sorry,
and then back.
I
So Stu,
apologize.
okay,
I
Stu.
apologize.
While I bring down Johnny Cash, who of course covered
Who's
one
Meg
for,
Myers?
Can anybody guess the band that I'm going to play next while we're live? So it's a band that has a myriad of numbered songs.
And I was surprised you didn't go with another one.
And there's one that's a really popular one that I could have gone with. There's one that's a really heavier one that
Okay,
I went with.
I
and
know-
I went with
I
sort
know
of a
what it
lesser
is.
known one. They've got several options here. Can anybody guess
I almost chose this
what the
exact
band
song.
is?
There you go.
Well, for those that didn't guess, we're speaking of Billy.
Here will be before I have to go. Deep in thought, I forgive everyone. As the cluttered streets greet me once again, I know I can't be late. Supper's waiting on the table. Tomorrow's just an excuse away. So I pull my collar up and face the cold on my own.
33.
That's a number.
Smashing Pumpkins were having quite a moment in time in the year 1995 and 1996. Their Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness album had 5 singles. That's a lot for, I know it's a double album.
Can I guess
But
some?
that's a lot for a rock band, any rock band.
A lot
I
of
mean,
numbers.
Katy Perry had like 5 singles or something. You know, it's like, like the Smashing Pumpkins had 5 singles on one album. I mean,
I am
that's
surprised.
amazing.
Like, okay, so Bullet with Butterfly Wings, of
Yep.
course. Tonight.
Yep.
Right.
0?
Sure.
What's the number?
Yeah.
What else was a single off that?
Big
double?
one.
Big
So
one.
someone just dropped in the chat.
Oh yeah, well of course, 1979. So 1979 was actually the jam I thought one of you two would pick up.
I thought for sure it would get taken.
Wow.
But I went
Especially
with-
because Cam has actually gone historically. When I look at the history of Pandemic Friday,
By the way, this
Cam
is the
always picks a Smashing Pumpkins.
This is also the final. Are you ready? The final top 40 entry in the
right?
Smashing Pumpkins library.
Really?
Yeah.
What about the Landslide cover?
Yeah.
That didn't
No.
chart?
Or Ava Dor.
The final. This
Yeah,
became the
that was
band's
a-
4th
yeah.
and final top 40 hit.
Okay, well, top 40. Yeah. Okay. I'm not doubting.
He was planning
Stu.
on doing a trilogy, 33, 66, and 99, but
Oh, that'd be good.
never did it.
Oh,
Never did it.
too bad.
That would have been clever.
And much like Prince, my previous choice that was foisted on me, that got me into a little hot water with 1236. Billy Corgan famously played all the instruments, with the exception of maybe the drums. But he probably played those too from time to time. But Billy Corgan plays, I don't know about this specific song, but I know rumors persist that there was tension in the band for years over the fact that Billy didn't let anybody play on the record. They were his songs.
Right.
There's a lot of reverb on this.
It's sort of like that early, the early Foo Fighters, like where there was
That's
like
right.
where Dave would play all the instruments. And
I think this is a great song, although it always sort of sounded like a B-side to me. Because it's pretty like
It
high
just showed
concept.
you the popularity that they
Yeah.
had at the time, that they could
Oh,
put
they-
this
that
out
was- yeah,
as
they
a
were
single.
monsters,
They were just
yeah.
so big. And I remember, speaking of the Phoenix,
yeah,
I remember going to the
410
Phoenix Theater to
Sure.
see the Smashing Pumpkins play this double album for the first time ever. It was in Toronto. They only did a couple cities, and it was incredible.
I was there too.
It was
I was there too.
I was a
was,
huge.
was Darcy in the band?
She was.
Yeah, she was still.
I saw them. Smashing Pumpkins were. I'll just say it. They were probably my favorite band at that point.
Right.
They were my favorite band at that point. And I'm gonna go see them again when they come in October. But I already know that I should have quit while I was ahead.
I
from their
saw
last
them with
show.
Bingo Bob last
Yeah,
time.
that
they
was the
came
best
through
show
town.
ever.
I was at the Scotiabank Arena.
And I was at the Somersault 2000. They
Oh,
did their
right,
farewell
right.
show. I was there.
So yeah, and also Billy Corgan, obviously wrestling connection for us. He's the owner of the National.
And he's like
Wrestling
a bit
Alliance.
nuts, right?
I'm sure, but I've been in the same place as him, and I've been around him, and I never once, like, I always talk to him about wrestling stuff. The only few times that I've been with him, and never did I mention to him what kind of a mark I am.
Has
you
he
know?
ever wrestled a match?
I think he must have, but not that I know of. But I don't want to bungle it. I don't
feel
want
like
Mark
he-
Weisblatt leaving the Hall of Fame over this.
He hit someone with a guitar like Jeff,
For sure.
like Jeff Jarrett,
For
I
sure.
think, probably.
In TNA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remember AJ Przynski was
I do,
wrestling
yeah,
for a
he
while?
did. Yes. And Jeff Torborg's son,
That's right, yeah. Dale,
Dale Torborg, the Kiss.
the Kiss
Kiss
Demon.
Demon.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The
There's a bonus jam.
To the Ladybugs picnic.
I just like this.
Kitty.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
This is
7, 8,
Jar
9,
Jarvis's
10,
book.
11, 12, and they all played
What is this?
at the Ladybug
From Sesame
picnic.
Street.
Okay.
They had 12 sacks
I like
for their
this.
ransack
I remember this
with
video.
on the backs and
It was
they
like
fell on
animated.
their faces. The Ladybug
I love
strutted
it.
at the Ladybug
Like Sesame Street had like these commercials, right? That was
Right, right,
it was a
right.
com-
Yeah, interstitial
Yeah.
thing.
So they just
Super
sat
cute.
around telling knock-knock jokes.
I have an
The
intro
Ladybug
before my
swelled
next
at the
song.
Ladybug
Isn't this song called The Ladybug's Picnic?
Yeah.
So it's not a number jam.
No, but
It's disqualified.
counting in it.
Yeah, but you're disqualified.
It's not my fucking jam.
Yeah.
It's about counting. Okay.
James B singing on the track.
Actually, it does sort of sound like. I was gonna say that song "A You're Adorable B," but that's more like a letter song, not a counting song.
Counting crows.
You're confusing numbers and letters?
I know.
My 6-year-old doesn't even
I'm
do
all
that
over the
anymore.
place.
He's lovesick.
You know what I'm not confused about though? I bet
Tell me.
Stu Stone has never heard this song they're about to hear. He'll know the band. He will not know this song.
Okay, I'm going to take that bet and say he will absolutely know this song.
Oh wow.
Now the pressure's on.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay.
So you point at me when you want me to play
Let's see how it
okay?
goes.
Okay, you want to
let her rip, Mike.
Take a step off your soapbox and see what it's like on the ground. Check your ego and detox.
I don't think he knows it. Look at his face.
I'm shocked.
I think it was his LA years.
Is there a chorus?
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
But maybe when you get the chorus.
Nothing.
I've never heard this in my life.
Okay, I'm shocked. But also, I remember once in the backyard, I played Wheatus, Teenage Dirtbag, and he had never heard that.
didn't know that.
But that's not even a
No, I know
Canadian
that
band.
song. I'm just a
Oh.
teenager.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that song?
That's the Wheatus one, yeah. But
I
this
know that
particular
song.
jam,
I've never heard this song in my life.
Well,
I'm surprised.
Yeah. You might not know the song. You'll know the band. This is Treble Charger.
Oh, I love Treble Charger.
Yeah.
So this must have
But
been
this was
after
a big,
the fact.
but I thought maybe you would have picked it up later. 'cause
No,
it was a big
the last
fucking,
Treble Charger I would have known would have been
Red.
Red.
Yeah. So this was June 2002, which again I think Stu was deep into the
Yeah,
LA scene.
not a
Oh,
chance.
before I
That
forget,
point.
Change of Heart. Because every time I think
Right.
of Treble Charger,
Yeah.
I think of Change of Heart.
Of course.
He's in my Ian Blurden is in my calendar for next week.
I like the
Love
song
it.
"What I Live
Love
For."
it.
Is that the song? What I
Oh,
live
yeah,
for.
yeah.
That's it's like.
I think it's called Even Grable.
Even Grable.
That's
song.
a song that I would
Yeah.
download on my phone.
Yeah,
Great
that
song.
yeah. And I feel like Hayden makes a cameo in that video.
That's right. Yeah. It was
Did they
like
have
all the
another
indie.
song in that era? There were more than one song in
Red.
the 90s.
Morale.
Even Grable.
How does that go?
Da da da. Da 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 da.
Even Gramble is not on iTunes?
Actually, I think it's Grable
It's Grable, Grable.
from Self Equals Title. Oh yeah, I've seen the video on YouTube. It's like the most grainy, like triple like VHS taped over each other. But yeah, Hayden's in here.
You know, hearing this now, this song, 'cause I always felt to me, this was a bit of a Treble Charger sellout song. Like they were going to do this big fucking hit. I don't know why
Totally.
at the time, but it sounds like Sum 41 to my ears.
That's what I thought it was.
Well, there's a reason for that.
What?
Because you have some backing vocals from Derek Weebly.
That's who I thought it was.
That's
Even
crazy.
Grable's not
Oh,
on
yeah.
iTunes.
The other big hit
Really?
was American Psycho.
American Psycho, yeah. And the drummer from Sum 41. Guys, do you want to feel old? Oh, I hit the post there.
Why is that song not on available on
Oh,
Apple
and the other
Music?
hit, yes. So it's Even Grable, the other one from that time period, Friend of Mine.
Friend of mine.
How does that
Right,
go?
Oh, yeah, Friend of Mine.
That sounds familiar.
I
Will not be
I
a
will
friend
not,
of
I will
mine.
not call you a friend of mine. I will not.
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
Okay, guys.
Okay, I'm not a good
I'm
singer.
going to come back to Do You Want to Feel Old? Greg Norrie, the singer, turned 60 years old this
Wow,
year.
that's shocking.
Yeah.
What?
So hot. So he was like 40 during that
Yeah.
run?
So he was like 40 when he did 100 million. This year.
He was a 40-year-old rock star when he
Actually,
did
I'm
the
not
song you
surprised.
just
You get
played.
think of the time difference from Red to that song. In fact, what was the time? I should check it out. Not a great
It was
recording.
like 5 years. This was heavy rotation.
I don't know this song.
CFNY.
I don't know this one.
Yeah, this was a big one.
Can you play something from when he was in his 30s?
You want me to play Red again? I feel like we've kicked out Red, actually.
Yeah.
No, Red I know. That's...
just so we're clear.
That's a classic.
Saw you looking for a light, face-painted cigarette. Why? Okay, so Red was 1994. You with me? 100 Million was 2002. Like, that's 8 years right there.
Sorry, when was Red?
94.
But remember they did a re-record of Red for this same album.
Yes, they did. 97.
Which I think was called Maybe It's Me, right?
Maybe It's Me. But I was hearing it on CFNY before the re-record. Like Red was a jam.
1236 going off on Trouble Charger. What's this? Trouble Charger was originally called NC-17, as Cam knows. Which
Well, that's that was the album that Red was on, NC-17.
They were way older. And they had sung 5th Grade Love. And they're like in their 30s.
They're a little problematic.
Do you want to hear a few more fun facts?
They're from Sault Ste. Marie. Okay, you give us all the fun facts.
Yeah, so
now.
here's the Esri. We've talked about them before. I think I've done this exact Esri.
Okay, but I'm ready.
A lot of hockey stuff, okay? So we got the Espositos from Sault Ste. Marie. We got Ronnie Francis, Kyle Dubois?
Dubas? Kyle
Our
Dubas?
GM?
You're saying the
I mean,
GM... Hold on a minute.
That's pretty
You're
bad.
saying that the GM of the Toronto Maple Leafs, whose name is said all the time in this city that you live in, and
I
are
don't
the
really follow
head of
hockey
communications
He doesn't
in this
follow
city,
hockey.
Kyle
Okay.
Dubois.
Don't tell Connor, our head of...
Kyle Dubois. That's Hall of Fame right
Anyway,
there.
that's not important. This is a couple of important FOTMs. Bob McKenzie and David Amber.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of good ones.
Wow,
I like those
they're
guys.
both great.
Okay.
Amber's cool as shit.
Final fun fact. This song, 100 Million, 2003 Much Music Video Awards, was nominated for Best Video. Do you want to hear who is up against? I'm going to tell you anyway.
Yeah.
So we had Trouble
Wait,
Charger.
What year?
2003.
Okay, it's gonna be.
So we got Trouble Charger, 100 Million.
Okay.
We talked about this band with Dalton Higgins, Swollen Members.
Of course.
Featuring Nelly Furtado, Breathe.
Yep, it was a good jam.
Sean Desmond, Get Ready.
Oh my God, Sean Desmond.
Hasn't aged well. We got Matthew Good in a World Called Catastrophe.
I don't know
In a
any of
world
these
called
songs.
Catastrophe, yeah. Matthew Good, by the way, is also, I think, recently been sort of canceled.
Matthew
himself,
Sweet.
actually. Matthew Sweet.
And the fifth and final nominee and the winner, Our Lady Peace Innocent.
We are all.
I don't know that song either.
That's the cancer song. So that's the LA years.
I don't even know that.
Those 5 songs, the best videos of the year. Like, this was
How many did
before,
Harv
like,
direct?
I don't know, but like this really shows like this was like I feel like the dying days of this music, like kind of dominating before like pop took over.
Ian says he's going to start using "I'm going to tell you anyway" in his lexicon.
Thank you.
So, he thanks you for that, Cam.
It's useful. Yeah, 10th grade
so that
love.
was that. To me, Kim, again, I only know my Toronto ears, so that song was everywhere on the radio, on Much Music. It was just a big fucking
Indie
jam.
rock
But if I were in
carpetbaggers.
LA, maybe I'd be like Stu, and I'd be like, I missed it.
Maybe
It's sad that I missed it because these bands that are good like don't make it in the States. A lot of them, and
Our
now
Lady
they
Peace
may
is
have.
Innocent. You might not be. You might be kind of lucky you missed that. Like that was everywhere, but that was a pretty damn cheesy.
Yeah.
You know, but not that that one's cheesy too. But it's like
1236's Much Music post 2000 was very cringe. Although Jen Hollett was on, our good friend.
You're biased.
My pal, and former coworker.
Yeah, and is she ever going to become an FOTM? Because I'm working on Dan Hill. If I can score Dan Hill,
Never
I should
say
maybe
never.
score it. Never say never. Okay,
Get
that's
Corey
Justin
Hart in
Bieber.
here and maybe.
I'm working on Corey. We
Trouble
can't talk
Charger
about
are
it.
like sort of like the Dallas Diamond Page of music. Like they had like hit songs in their 40s on like
I can see
youthful
that.
charts.
Yeah, but like 40 playing like that song, 100 million, like they're trying to sound like Blink 182 or something.
Yeah, good for them. For
But they
not,
did hits. I mean, good for them. Good for
yeah,
them.
you know.
1236 indie
Well, we
rock
got to get Even
carpetbaggers.
Grable on iTunes so I can listen to it.
Well, here I know there's a cheesy. I will pull it up just because it's a really cool tune, and the video has. It's not just Hayden.
think
Who
I-
else is there? Change of Hearts in
I'm
that video.
pretty
Who's in
sure-
that?
No,
I'm-
it's
Mike?
there. Oh no, on iTunes.
Mr. Boone,
Yeah.
we celebrated the anniversary of my first time on the show. But one of the times I was on the show, we played all like 90s CanCon, and I for sure played this song. It's one of my 10.
Even
It's a
Grable.
great
Yeah.
song.
I
it
had
is a
the,
cool
I had
tune.
the CD for this. But
Although-
I remember there was a second song on the CD. Can we figure out what that is?
It's this song, Morale.
How does that go?
It's like dana 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 dana. Like it's. I wouldn't say it's a great song. Morale.
I like
this
this
is cool.
song.
Listen, this sounds good.
Yeah, this is a great song.
And they were like, the guy was only 38 here.
Mike, you know that song Morale. Morale is high. Da, da, da.
This is a good song. Yeah, I know this song. Yeah. Yeah, this is a
is
big
a
song.
jam.
This is a
Yeah.
CFMY smash.
Yeah.
Is there a third song off this album?
That there's this song called Sick Friend Called. That did get some CFNY spins.
Oh yeah, this is
Oh
a
my
fucking
God.
jam.
You know, the name Morale doesn't make me think of this song, but this song fucking amazing.
It's
Yeah.
a good song. It's solid. This whole album, this like mini album was great.
There's a third song too. 'Cause, like I remember having the CD and there was like a third song that you could listen to. Is
Sick Friend Called.
that what it's called?
That's the name of the song.
You sure that that's the one?
Positive.
Okay, let me give me a taste of this. Hold on.
Oh yeah. Like crank this up.
See, this is the other vocalist who went on to Broken Social Scene. Your little Sick Friend Called. I want to see if Stu remembers it. Because it definitely got CFNY spins.
Sounds like Broken Social Scene.
Well, yeah, a little bit.
Oh, he sounds like a Kevin Canning joint or something.
Yeah.
Locked out.
It's not as familiar this one, but maybe I'll get to the chorus. Taking a treble charger deep dive in the middle of Toast.
You never know what'll happen on an episode of Toast.
I remember like maybe it's like I could picture them playing this live or something.
Yeah. Like this
We
is
saw them
definitely on
live.
the radio.
They definitely played with like Head a bunch of times.
Yeah,
But no, the Morale I heard a lot more on the radio than this. Like Morale, I could sing every word.
I don't recognize this song
Okay,
specifically.
Neil knows this song. I'm doing a little survey here. Can you do actual surveys in the chat?
No, I don't think so. We have to talk to Ian about that.
Yeah. Anyway, fun band. I'm not sure I like that song, 100 Million, but part of their history.
No,
Yeah.
100 Million was a cheesy sell, but so was American Psycho. And there was
Totally.
a big fucking hit, and I will be as guilty to turn it up and sing along or whatever, but it felt like, hey, let's create like a big alt-rock song that'll get lots of airplay. Like it really felt...
Well, 1236 said Treble Charger with the How Do You Do Fellow Kids of Canadian alt rock.
Well, to me, well, that's Ian Service, but to me, oh yeah, I see.
No,
He
it was
put the-
12:36
I know,
that
but
said it.
I'm only looking at the graphic.
Don't you
here.
dare disrespect Hall of Famer Mark Weisblatt.
The Buscemi picture of the skateboard is there. Listen, when you listen to like Red, Morale, and even Grable, it sounds like a cooler band than American Psycho and 100 Million. Like it just
Sounds
doesn't-
like a
it sounds
completely different band.
yeah, it sounds like a cooler, a little more rusty indie.
Yeah,
kinda,
like a Lee's Palace
Yes.
afternoon matinee type band.
But good luck to all. And I do need to get that Nori guy in Toronto.
Well,
Night.
they also fired their drummer Morris because the word was just
because he was a
wasn't
fucking
cool.
cat.
This is the current reference.
Have another brewski, Mike.
Yeah.
When was the last time Morris had a
Morris.
commercial?
Morris
of
was a
cat?
big fucking
deal when I
deal.
was a
I
kid.
feel like Cam actually, like, this is a shoot. I'm pretty sure there was a cat commercial that like Cam loved. Maybe it was like Whiskas or something.
Meow, 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 yeah.
But
You
wasn't
like
that
walk-
Morris?
Yeah, you used to
My
walk around.
kitty cat craves grave.
You would like walk around singing cat jingles and stuff.
Meow meow
Yeah, that sounds right.
That checks out, right?
Yeah.
Meow meow meow.
Like follow the bouncing ball.
And I'd be like laughing, like I was like Cam's audience.
Meow meow.
All right, you guys want my third and final jam?
We're at Fancy Feast.
You ready for my third and final jam?
Okay, Mr. Mix.
Meow Mix.
Meow mix. There you go.
Oh yeah, a band with a number in the name. Yes. Oh, you chose this version. You're so lame.
You kick out your jams, I'll kick out mine.
Can be as bad as one. It's the
You could at least mind blow it or something afterwards.
I have a fucking mind blow. Let me do my thing. You're out of the fucking Hall of Fame, Stu. Cam, you can stay.
Some weed.
No is the saddest experience.
Is this Amy Mann?
This is Amy fucking Mann.
Magnolia.
Well, he doesn't watch movies. I have to explain everything.
Dated Dave Foley.
Experience you'll ever
Right. That's okay.
That was a mind blow.
That's a mind- I have
Wherever
lots
we
to
learned
say.
that.
I have lots to say. Stand by.
All of Mike's songs, by the way, in case you didn't pick up what he was throwing down, all called One.
is the loneliest number.
Oh,
One
I
by
see.
Metallica.
See,
one by U2.
you guys are here playing fucking
work the
checkers,
gimmick.
okay? I'm playing chess.
There you go.
So this is One by Amy Mann. There will be mind blows to come, but I want to say this song was introduced to me because I watched a little film by Paul Thomas Anderson. A Paul Thomas
His
Anderson
last good
joint, if
movie.
you will. No, I like this
I'm
new
joking,
one.
I'm joking, I'm
Licorice Pizza, I
joking.
liked it.
Relax.
Okay, I gotta calm down here. I actually like most of
Let's
his
go
stuff.
flip the table.
The movie's called Magnolia. Did you like Boogie Nights, Cam?
Never seen it.
No, I have seen Boogie Nights. I did enjoy it.
That's a great
I've seen it,
movie.
I've seen it multiple times.
Okay, well, Magnolia was the follow-up. You might remember a young actor named Thomas Cruise.
Right.
Anyways, Magnolia had a big cast. It was actually, I thought it was
Jason
excellent.
Robards was
Oh my
in
God,
there.
yes. Yeah, there's Tom Stein
We
father.
got
The
dead
bookman
guy,
from
Philip
Seinfeld's
Seymour.
in there. Thomas Baker
Oh,
Hall.
he just died.
Just died. Yeah,
Just died.
Philip Seymour Hoffman. Okay,
Yeah.
lots of great actors in it. Okay,
Amy
Now
Mann.
there were a couple of Amy Mann's all over the fucking soundtrack. In fact, Paul Thomas Anderson said he was inspired by the music of Amy Mann, and that's what inspired him to write the script to Magnolia.
Wow.
Amy Mann inspired the Magnolia script. She's all over the fucking soundtrack. A couple of the standout jams on the soundtrack are Save Me, which got I think it might have got an Oscar.
How did that go?
Save Me. I'm not going to sing it. She has a better voice than me. But Save Me, you would know if you heard it. And Wise Up.
How does that go?
Wise Up is great
that
in
like
the movie
Wise
as well.
Wise up, come on everybody.
The Parachute
Wise
Club.
Up.
Wise Up was also in a commercial for
Wise
I wanna
Up
say
or Rise Up?
No, Wise Up for Sick Kids Hospital or something.
Wise Up is
remember
also
this.
the name of Wiseblood's new soda pop company.
Wise Up should be
Wise
Wise
Up.
Up's new.
Yeah, it's
should
like
be his,
7
his
Up, but it's
podcast.
Wise Up.
But that should be his podcast.
It should be.
title.
I'd like to be his co-host.
There's also a Pop Will Eat Itself.
Okay, a
song.
couple of fun facts about
Wise
her
Up.
before I kick out some mind blows and
This
shit.
is
okay?
all over the place.
Amy Mann.
Is a
Everyone
woman.
knows this, but I need to say it because there might be one person who's listening now and is going to learn this from me. So
Who's
I always
she
think,
married to?
You know, okay, I'll get to that because
We
I'll
don't
get to
talk
that.
about marriages, though.
She
throwing BP
is
here.
a co-founder of the new wave band Till Tuesday.
Right.
Did you know she
Voices
wrote
Carry?
Voices fucking Carry.
Great
Voices
jam.
Carry, a big hit 1985
Love it.
by
I
Till
could see
Tuesday.
that making a Kate Bush kind of comeback, that song. Very similar kind of.
A big jam.
Big
We've
vibe.
kicked it out before though, but yeah, Till Tuesdays.
I nominate Voices Carry to
Here's
be the
some
next
fun facts.
big
You ready?
song.
Okay, this
Hush.
is ready. Are you guys sitting down?
Hush, hush.
Earlier we talked about JC, right? Jesus Christ.
Yes.
We talked about Jesus earlier
Yes.
today.
We did talk
Okay.
about Jesus, yes.
When I think of Jesus, I think about how Jesus built my hot rod. That's what I think about.
Oh.
Jesus built my hot rod. Okay.
Bandit
Who wants to guess the musician
Amy Mann.
that had a dysfunctional romance with Amy Mann in the late 70s, early 80s? This
Paul
is
Simon.
in Boston. And that's what inspired Voices Carry. So Amy Mann wrote Voices Carry after a dysfunctional romance with this musician. Who wants to guess this musician's
Wow.
name?
Waylon Jennings.
Sorry, in Boston?
Just a good old boy. Yeah, it was in Boston. Late 70s, early 80s.
Wait, what city was this in?
Boston.
This was in Boston, Massachusetts.
More than a feeling.
Do you know the song Massachusetts by
Yes,
the Bee Gees?
Of course I do.
It's a good song.
Warren Zevon.
Before he figured out the falsetto. Good guess. No. Any guesses? Should I go to the live
no,
chat here? and
Rob
see if
Lowe.
Jay Mascis.
I said,
Who's from Boston? Donnie Wahlberg.
okay. I thought I gave you a big clue. Maybe that fucking clue wasn't big enough when I was. Why
Steven
did I
Tyler- or
randomly
Steven
talk
Tyler.
about?
Yeah,
why
Steven
would I
Tyler.
randomly just discuss for no particular reason?
Al Jorgensen.
Jesus built my fucking hot rod. Al Jorgensen.
Really? Wow. I thought you were going to say Gibby Haynes for a second.
No,
which
that's a
would
good.
be-
Yeah,
although
that's a
Al
good guess,
Jorgensen's
too.
pretty
Al Jorgensen.
disturbing, too.
So Al Jorgensen, okay,
See the guy that makes that hand cream, Jorgensen's?
he's the
think that's
he's the
Jurgen.
ministry guy. Okay,
yeah.
you're a wrestling guy.
NW
New World Order.
NWO.
Come on, okay. That he's the fucking guy who had the relationship with Amy Mann. But now
Did
Amy
Ministry
Mann,
did the NWO theme?
yeah. Well, the NWO
they
is
did.
A song called NWO.
yeah. So hold work with me here. Now, of course, she's married to someone else now, and I know you know who it is, but I'm going to bring this back to Stu Stone, okay? This is going back to Stu
wow,
Stone.
shit.
Finally.
Amy Mann is now married to a different songwriter. Who can tell me the name of this
Someone
person?
that I know?
Yes. We all know this guy.
I know him personally.
Well, you know his deceased brother personally.
Oh.
Shout out to Ridley Funeral Home.
Oh, Michael Penn?
Michael Penn.
Oh.
Michael Penn is now married, of course, to... Yes.
I didn't know
Amy
Michael Penn
Mann.
was the brother of Chris
Michael Penn has two brothers.
Yeah, well, I know Sean and Chris Penn. That makes sense.
Right.
I didn't know.
Because so Sean Penn is Michael Penn's brother, and also Sean Penn is the brother-in-law
What
to
was
Amy
Michael
Mann.
Penn had a hit for a second?
Yeah.
Did you get the song No Myth, which
That's
we
it.
did
No
count?
Myth, which we kicked out because No Myth is a pretty epic fucking jam, but it's the only
Yeah.
Michael Penn
How
song
does
I
it
can
go?
name.
Dun, 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 dun.
Green
No,
Acres is the
no,
place to
Cam,
be.
that doesn't resemble it at
That's what
all.
it sounds like
No
you're
Myth is
saying.
like,
Romeo in
yeah,
black
Jack
jeans.
If I had that,
No myth.
maybe she's just
Oh,
looking for
yeah,
someone
something
to dance with.
Are you talking about-
I think there's a Kids in the Hall
yes.
skit where three guys try to.
She
Yeah.
should
Wish
have
I
done
were
the song.
Romeo in black jeans from Doer.
Yeah, I know
Save
that song.
15% with promo code Toronto
Yeah,
Mike.
no, I know the
Dude,
song.
was it on Toast or Pandemic Fridays or PPMM that we heard No Myth? Because I feel like that was like a.
I don't know,
Did they
man.
play this on CFNY?
Looking for maybe I don't. I might have stuck it into a
She-
PPMM with Ivor Hamilton. I also saw Ivor Hamilton at the Roger Waters show.
Did you take a
Even though
picture?
Pink Floyd, not a CFNY band.
No, but it's an Ivor Hamilton and Alan Cross band.
Did you
that is
pay for the tickets?
No,
Oh.
did not pay. In fact,
Did you pay for any of these
no,
shows?
none of these shows.
Wow.
I never paid because Canada Kev paid for one. Oh, the fun story about how did I get the ticket to Moist and Tea Party was that I was trying to get Jeff Martin on Toronto Mike, and I was
Right.
going through the
You won them
label.
on the Dean Blundell podcast.
Who? Sorry, who? So, I at the last minute or whatever, this guy Jeff Martin, you ever heard of him? He decided he didn't want to do Toronto Mike. So I think they felt so bad they tugged me along for weeks that they said, "Hey, we're leaving 2 tickets for you at the will call." And I took Langer.
Langer
Love
Banger.
it.
I put in the FOTM and said, "Who wants to go?"
you guys smoke some
was
weed?
on. We did not smoke any weed. We just drank very expensive Stella beer. They didn't have any Great Lakes there. Okay.
Stella Artois, no relation to what's his name? Kyle Dubois.
And don't you know? All I can tell you is a can of Stella shouldn't
Can
cost.
I get? Sorry, how much does it cost?
$18, I think
That's
it was. Isn't that ridiculous? I
Wow.
mean, Drake, no wonder Drake has a lot of
That's
money.
why I don't
go.
drink.
And that's actually, but you buy your Great Lakes from the retail store, and
Sure.
you can get the full.
By the way,
fucking-
I don't know if Stu Stone knows this tomorrow. Nas playing in Toronto tomorrow
yeah,
Where?
Beer Fest.
at the Beer Fest.
Really?
Right.
Yes.
I
At
got
the
fucked.
CNE.
I got fucked on that one too.
I got to go to
So-
that.
Yeah.
Isn't he coming back to play again?
Yeah, I don't know how you play 2 concerts in succession.
We'll have to edit out that singing we all did because we're tone deaf.
Well, the brothers like yelling. Who
YYZ
cares if
Gord
it
is
was
here.
played on CFNY? Which is
Hey, brother,
Just
what
fair.
podcast are you listening to? Okay,
yeah.
that's what we do here.
The Beer
Okay.
Fest is tomorrow? Fuck. And it's tomorrow that he's playing?
Yeah.
I won't be able to go. What time does he go on?
It's 8:30.
Oh, I might be able to go.
I don't know.
Can you buy tickets still, or is it sold out?
Don't know.
Finally.
Don't know.
The
Mike
fucking
had a
real
hookup.
You're
song.
supposed to drop an F-bomb like Streak.
This is the real song.
No,
it's still not.
These are my mind blows. I have 2 of them.
2 can be as bad as 1. It's the loneliest number since the number 1.
Wasn't this ever on Sesame Street? Or
Probably.
am I thinking of lowercase L standing on a hill?
So this is Harry Nilsson, okay?
Right.
He wrote this song. This is his song,
Amy Mann's version sounds more like his version than it does the other version.
which we'll get to in a minute here. But
Yes, it's the saddest experience you'll ever know.
It's not true, though. He's lying.
so he wrote this, and it was on his 1968 album Aerial Ballet.
That you'll ever
1 is the loneliest number that you'll ever do.
Kind of got an Eleanor Rigby vibe.
He was calling someone and he got a busy signal. Do you guys are Generation X. Do you remember busy signals?
Of course.
That's what inspires that opening, that beep, 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 beep. That's supposed to be like the tone you get when you get a busy signal.
Has anyone ever kicked out a Harry Nilsson jam?
Now I spend my time.
I guess like without you or whatever that monster jam is. When living
What
is
part of the
without
city does Weisblatt live in? You know? You don't know.
North.
Just trying to figure out which pickle barrel I should meet him at.
How many are around?
I found a secret one at Center Point Mall that I didn't even know existed.
Okay, that's. I thought Center Point they were like tearing down.
Well, there's a pickle barrel there that nobody's in.
Really?
We can go there anytime.
Can I come?
Yes.
Okay.
Cam, actually, I invite you to come.
I'm serious. I would love
you
that.
and Weisblatt shooting the shit
That'd
over
be
some
hilarious.
mishmash.
Yeah.
Weisblatt, if you're still here, are you down to go for lunch with me and Cam? You let us know.
This band is Three Dog Night.
Right.
They covered the
best
Harry
version.
Nilsson song. And this song was the big hit of all of them. This one went to number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 in
Charting higher than
1969.
Prince's 1999.
It went to number 4 in Canada.
Who produced this version? It sounds like it could be like the guy, like the ELO guy or somebody.
This sounds like that new 1975 single. Like
got like a Beatles vibe to it.
Song cycle type.
Has a Beatles vibe to it.
Three Dog Night kind of feasted on cover songs. Like when I
Yeah.
think about all their big hits, they're all
My
fucking
dad
cover
was a
songs.
Three Dog Night fan, I think, because we had all their cassettes and like records.
Or 8-tracks.
What's the song? Here Comes the Eli or something? Eli's coming?
Yeah.
Eli's coming.
They're not
Just like
Canadian, right?
Laura Nero.
They're American. They're American. But
What
yeah,
was
this
their biggest song? Like Jeremiah was a Plum Frog?
Yeah, that was their biggest.
Is
Yeah.
it really?
Joy to the World.
Joy to the World.
Wow.
But don't forget, they went to number 1 with the Mama Told Me Not to Come.
Should we do it?
Oh, right.
Mama Told Me Not to Come.
I don't know that. Oh, yeah.
Someone count. Was it Hebshire or like Humble Howard?
Humble
like, played
Howard.
That? Yeah.
Humble Howard. He was our guest on Pandemic Friday when we were kicking out covers or
That's like a
something.
Randy Newman song.
That's a Randy Newman song. And that's the fact I keep dropping is that Randy Newman, Bruce Springsteen, and Bob Dylan, none of them went to number 1 on their own, but they all wrote songs that other artists took to number 1.
I feel like Randy Newman and Harry Nilsson did like a joint album. It was like they were each playing each other's songs. That's a fun fact, right?
If it's true.
Why not? There's something like that. Lead singer broke his Johnson from Too Much Sex. Joker Ruru.
First of all, there's no bone in a Johnson, right?
By the
It's
way, I was
blood.
at the Fairview Mall
You don't want to talk
recently.
about this?
No.
I mean, I'm a penis talk.
Just gloss
This is,
that over.
well, this is just to do with that because Joe Caruru, you said his name, and I know he wants me to do Ric Flair, so I just wanted to point something out. I was at the mall, at the Fairview Mall, actually, and I'm in the food court.
Sorry, recently?
Yep, I'm in the food court, and there's all these places that you can eat there, but I look over, and what restaurant has the longest line?
McDonald's.
The oldest ride in the park, the longest line. McDonald's.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
McDonald's is wildly popular.
Number
Like, everyone I go by-
one with a bullet.
It's wild.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, you guys can go to McDonald's anywhere. You're at a food court. Why are you eating McDonald's? That's not a food court thing
New
to
York
do.
fries is what you get it because you
Or
can't
you
get
just
anywhere
go to
else.
a place
There's no
that you
New York
cannot
fries
get,
outside
right?
of a food court,
You
right?
go to like a made in Japan, a teriyaki experience. You
Totally.
go to a Piazza Pizza.
Or like a
Gold-
Mr. Greek or
Mr.
something.
Greek.
Get,
Yeah, but-
get a nice platter.
Maybe they're on a budget. These people. That's-
Yeah, but
No.
McDonald's is not cheap though.
No, McDonald's was the most
I
expensive
actually never-
thing.
I
in
don't
With
the
all
go to
due
McDonald's.
respect to who's her friend who works there, in the DM throw.
Oh yeah, he's
Rush Mike.
He,
Mike
he
Rush
gave me a
Mike,
Big
yeah.
Mac card once.
Yeah,
He's given me a Big Mac card. And
I
he's
need
a
another one of
sweetheart.
those.
I
Oh,
want
a
to say,
hell of a nice guy.
much love to Rush Mike.
Yeah.
He's the best.
One of the good ones.
He's, you know,
One of the good ones.
I love these people.
Breaking news: McDonald's. I've broken two big stories here. Prince popular in the 80s. McDonald's popular in the food court.
Big lineup, big old line.
Did
He
you
says
see
he
that
can-
tweet, Mr. Twitter? Did you
Yeah.
see that tweet from Lake Superior? And somebody said, water's wet. And he said,
Oh yeah.
what was the reply? Water's not wet, you dumbass. Things it touches become wet or something. Like,
Yeah.
I was thinking.
Yeah, like it had a moment.
Captain Obvious over here.
Yeah.
Stu Stone. Prince was a big fucking artist in the 80s.
Yeah.
And
Manchu
McDonald's
Walk.
is a big McDonald's is a big
Let's
Sabaro.
name some places, food court places. Manchu Walk just got
What's
mentioned
wrong?
by my boy Neil. That's funny shit. Manchu Walk. That was a big one.
What about Arby's?
Arby's. I don't see those too often, but I do like them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Horsey sauce.
Orange Julius.
Orange Julius.
yeah,
Yep, that's
yeah.
a good one. That's a good one.
I still
Taco
think- I
Bell
think-
was a big food court.
Sure, but there's a lot of
Muffins?
Taco Bells. But here's why
There
have
you
I
go.
why have I
was that Corey?
why have I never
Drinks.
seen a New York Fries outside of a food court? Am I not looking hard enough?
I don't,
Do they exist?
I don't think
Yeah.
they exist. I
You-
think that's just a food court brand.
They, I think, are owned by the same people who own South Street Burger.
But I've seen that. I've seen a South Street,
South Street
burger.
Burger.
There was one on Islington.
Manchu Walk.
North-
When-
I used to eat the shit out of
Okay.
some Manchu Walk.
Manchu woke.
Stu, the floor is yours. What a great night we've had. You only have one jam to
The
go.
brothers. Now I'm craving chicken.
Oh, the
balls.
brother he's got like an Instagram where he does fast food stuff. Like he's all about
Sorry,
like
this brother.
yeah, this
Really?
brother. He's all about like if Kentucky Fried KFC, I guess it's called now. If KFC's got a new chicken thing and
Okay,
it's
yeah,
wrapped
yeah,
in
yeah,
bacon,
yeah.
How about
and
this?
he's like he like covers it.
It's
Have
like
you
a
had the
ghost
ice
pepper?
cream Swiss chalet thing?
No, I don't.
Ice cream chicken sandwich. It's
Yeah,
like
don't even have an
I've seen
interest
chicken
in
with
that.
ice cream on it. That's got to be
Like
weird.
that's
No
a, that's a
interest.
gimmick.
No, it's like the CNE has to do
like
things like you know.
Trying to pop the crowd.
I have no interest. Yeah, they're trying to get some Twitter mentions. Okay. What say you, Stu, about your final jam?
I would say
brother?
that if people are ready for my final jam and to close this episode of Toast, please press 1
Yeah, culture.
in the chat room just so I know that you're still with us.
well,
And if anybody, this might be a history-making song for me.
Cyber
Because-
Cafe press one.
because
Oh,
we
yeah.
have done-
He heard it in real. I just realized Cyber Cafe is in the
IRL.
room because
Yeah.
it doesn't. There's a delay, right? So they didn't hear it
Coming
yet.
from
Yeah.
within the house.
Okay, so there is a
Call-
band.
although Jokaruru is there and YYZ Gorgeous is there with a white one. And the brother says he says Happy National Junk Food Day. Isn't that every day?
Real quick, guys. There's a band that people know that I like. I've been on this show, Toast. Which episode of Toast is this?
I'm gonna check. I think it's 7.
I don't believe that I've played this band yet. Maybe I have.
It's 7.
Have I played this band yet on Toast? I don't think so. I think you have, but I don't think I have.
I play it like just for fun. I have one song I do play by this band, but it's not a jam I chose.
Well, I'm going to play this song, and when Mike said that the category was numbered jams, I only got excited for this category because it gave me an excuse to play the greatest rock and roll band in the history of 1978 to 1984.
Wow.
Of course, the great Steve Lukather and Toto. I love you. This is nice yachty music right here. We are listening to the sounds of Toto 99, a song that has been kicked out during the pandemic, but never on Toast. And there's some really cool musicianship that's going to happen later on in the song that I won't speak over. The song is not about
You
Wayne
can go
Gretzky.
like this, and I'll bring it up. That's what Wise Blood does when I record. He goes like this.
The song is not about Wayne Gretzky. Popular, as much as people thought at the
Oh,
time.
I thought it was about
99.
Wilf Paymont.
Was he 99?
Yeah.
The song actually was about a character that from like a lesser known George Lucas movie. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Legend.
THX. Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
Have you seen that movie?
No.
THX.
I saw American Graffiti, but I did not see THX.
Well, this music video and this song is all sort of a dedication to that movie, and that's probably why the song never really got as big as it could have, maybe because not a lot of people. That movie wasn't as popular as the band maybe thought it was going to be. But I will say this, and this is a shoot, brother. This song is from an album called Hydra.
Hydra.
And it is an awesome album that a lot of people don't know about because it doesn't, this is the next album is the one that has Rosanna and Africa and all those.
So this is what year? Like
This is like
1980?
right before. This is 79.
79.
But this song was on the charts, number 26 on the Billboard chart, number 17 in Canada. And it wasn't... so the band, the critics came out and they were like, well, we don't know if we like this because it sounds too much like... doesn't sound at all like the last album. And the band was like, fuck off. Like, we'll play whatever we want. And that sort of started this rocky relationship that they had with their musical editorial peers, I should say, like critics. You know what I'm saying? Like, Toto's not in the Hall of Fame. You guys know that, right? And it all has to do with the fact that they like refused to do the cover of Rolling Stone after their success of Toto 4 because they were like, fuck you. Now you want to put us on the cover?
Is that
we don't
true?
want it. Yeah, that's a real story.
That's a shoot.
They were like, you know what? You guys dissed the shit out of us on our last album. We're not going to do your magazine. And it cost them.
So you're saying they've been blackballed?
I
from
feel
the,
like they have. And I'm sure Steve Lukather would probably say the same thing.
Is it the Hall of Fame or the Hall of Very Good?
Toto? They should be in the Hall of Fame.
Like a Harold
If you
Baines,
look-
Only 'cause, like when I listen to this song, and I get what you dig about it, I think, but I actually find it really like sleepy and boring.
That's fine. This is you pick numbered gems. This is a numbered song. That's why. If I was going to
Oh
play
no,
you,
only one of us was disqualified tonight.
right. So, but I will say this. I dare you to find musicians like Steve Lukather and the Picaro
What about
brothers.
the Wrecking Crew?
And the Picaro brothers that were on more influential songs of your generation.
Oh, my generation. I can't go back to the
Than the
Beach
members of
Boys
Toto.
guys and everything.
They're on every fucking record from Michael Jackson to Madonna on down. All of them. They should be in the Hall of Fame for their contributions to music.
I think that's fair.
They should be in the Hall of Fame because they're the best at their instruments.
Is Rusty in the Hall of Fame?
It's different Hall of Fame.
I feel like Toto's...
Stu Stone is in the Hall of Fame, the Toronto Mike Hall of Fame.
It's the FOTM Hall of Fame, brother. And you belong there. Fucking Toto can come in my Hall of
Toto
Fame.
deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, and they should just for their contributions. And anyway, I'm just proud that I got to play this, but I'm not going to leave here without making a mind blow.
Before you do, what is Toto? Like, what's the band name?
It's a dog. It's a dog.
Is it just
from
like
Wizard
the
of
Wizard of
Oz.
Oz?
The origin of the name is that they were just like getting ready to go do their first show, and they were like, "What's the band name?" And they were like, "Toto," and they never changed it.
Because somebody had
Just
just
like that.
seen Wizard of Oz on TV or
some
something.
some kind of thing like that.
Okay.
Where it wasn't supposed to be the name.
Have
but
you
like,
seen Wizard of Oz?
That was it.
Yeah, probably.
I do like the Howard Jones song "No One Is to Blame." By the way.
Oh, Joe.
He's right. Every album after Toto 4 did worse than the previous one. It's true. But either way, look at their body of work, guys. Do the research. Go on the internet
Do your own research.
and look up Steve Lukather and see the records that he's on. It's in the thousands. And all the songs that you listened to in your childhood, if you are in the demographic of this podcast, these guys are on them all. Either playing the drums, the keys, or the guitar, or even singing. They're on them all. All. Chicago. All their hits.
I know.
That Chicago, the band's not playing the fucking songs. It's Toto.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's crazy, guys.
If you
So put them in the Hall of
I
Fame.
need to see a list of who's in there. I don't even have a good sense of who's in the Hall of Fame.
Not
actually.
Toto.
The Pretenders
Rush?
are the Pretenders in the Hall of
Yes.
Fame?
The Cure is in the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
The Beatles.
Is Public Enemy in there?
Anyway,
I'm not sure. Nirvana.
there was another anniversary that happened over the last couple weeks of a classic album that went on to sell more records than Sloan.
Oh.
Numbered Gem, produced by DJ Lethal.
Uh-oh.
We'll give a little taste of it. That's the one.
1984, lying in the grass. First time I ever got some ass. Pop rock in my mouth, wanna go down south, but the whopper in my stomach really gave
Listen,
me
you
gas.
crazy motherfucker, let's skip class. I got a fresh pack of hubba berry blast. I got money to kill and ants to burn. Dry car in the wild and it's a long perm.
Michael Jackson's got a glove, Prince is crying like a dove, and the radio's kicking that song I Need Love.
I do too.
So I hit the pavement with my homeboy Stu.
Break out the cardboard, break out the beatbox, take off your new shoes, hop, lock it inside.
Hey Stu, I got the robot down on lock.
I got a Cabbage Patch Kid and it's still in the box.
Where's the beat?
So the song's called 1984. That's a number gem.
The Orwell book.
1984, and we're just referencing all these great things from the 80s.
Ominous.
But I really, that line where I just said, I got a Cabbage Patch Kid and it's still in the box, that's true. I still
was
have a
gonna say
Cabbage Patch Kid still in the box.
Monica, not in the box, but Monica still got her Cabbage Patch Kid.
Oh man, can I just say one lyric that I just want to repeat here? You don't have to rewind or anything. He's talking about Rubik's Cubes, right? He's like, and I go, I got a Rubik's Cube too, but mine's all black. I just peel off all the stickers and don't put them back. That's a fucking... Who raps that in a song?
Yeah.
I got a Rubik's Cube too, but mine's
I have
all
a
black. I
question, Stu.
just peel off all the stickers and don't put them back. That's hilarious.
I have a question.
Also, I did that.
Are you in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I should be.
Are you going to see Jimmy Hart?
No.
Is Sean?
Because he's from the
assume Sean's
Gentrys.
going.
He's from the Gentrys.
He's doing like an autograph signing in like Vaughan or something this weekend.
The city above Toronto?
But it's at like a retro snack store. Just talk about like Rubik's Cube and stuff, so it reminded me of that.
Are you going to get DJ Lethal on an episode of Toast? Like,
Probably
just to
not.
Pop in.
Well, he is now. He's deep.
Doesn't
He produced
count.
this song.
Well, then lots of people.
And I'll tell you what, I was
been
in a
on
real
Toast.
pinch too, because the original version of this song was not this. It was us rapping over some sample that we had from like breakdancing song from '84, and the label wouldn't clear it. And so at the last minute, Lee was like, I was like, help, and he threw this beat together in about 5 seconds.
I don't know. Actually, I don't normally come in that hot with the lows of the low.
And
there.
that.
was DJ Lethal would be disappointed with that one. Okay.
And that.
Gentlemen, it's been too long. I can't believe we have to wait another month to do
What
this
did Jeff
again.
Wood say about what's an orgies?
Listen to the episode. I asked him. I can't remember what he said now. Do you remember? You just heard that episode, Ken.
Well, he said, like in his dulcet tones.
And that.
An orgy is, it's something a lot of fun. And I think that's the way he went to the Oasis Aqua Lounge Jag
right.
and talk about kind of the rules of engagement.
Sexy time. That was a Sunday night too.
Yeah.
With Sue?
Also, yeah, Monica was out of town too, so I was kind of like.
Did you JO?
During the episode?
Afterwards.
Yeah.
Of
You're
course.
pretty like tumescent during it. I
And
must
that.
say.
And that.
What the fuck does tumescent mean? I gotta Google the fucking word to know what
Cam-
you just said to me. Is that an insult?
No,
not at all.
What, do you know that word, Stu?
I've learned many words from Cam, and one of them is chicanery.
Did you call me tumescent? Chicanery. Yeah, that one I know.
He taught that to me.
Oh yeah, like the board.
Chicanery.
Yeah.
The chicanery board.
Yeah, look it up. It's on
Yeah.
Google.
In between him saying meow, 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 he would say chicanery.
It's
Congrats
that's a
on
shoot.
getting nominated. Forget nominated.
Congrats,
You're in.
buddy.
Congrats on being in the FOTM Hall of Fame.
That's a terrible handshake.
He had COVID, okay?
matter with you? Why
He
are
had
you
COVID. He's tired. Amazing, guys. Honestly, thank you to all the FOTMs who listened, and we'll be back in August.
Jokeroo!
Third Thursday of August, whatever that is. We'll be back at 8
Ric
8
Flair will
p.m.
have wrestled his last match.
Wow.
Yeah, when is that?
I haven't seen him wrestle his first match
Who's he
yet.
fighting?
He's teaming up with his son-in-law, Andrade, and he's taking on Jay Lethal and Double J, Jeff Jarrett.
Like the...
And that.
There you go.
And that brings us to the end of our 1085th show.
And congratulations to Cam on
Yeah,
the
and to
nomination
Stu.
into the Hall of Fame.
Well, you're in.
Thank you.
Listen to the
Thank
Rod
you.
Black, Leo Rowden's episode. I know Cam won't listen. He's big on the Cord Stellig, Damien Cox,
Yeah.
which is also great.
Also
But listen to the Rod Black, Leo Rowden's reunion. Okay, Stu?
I will.
You'll dig it.
I will. And just to shout out Jokeroo one more time, who's just named me the leader of the FOTM Hall of Fame, I will accept that.
It's like a Stu supermark. Like
Yeah.
He's just...
Well, he's not. No, he's super smart.
Yeah. That too.
And that.
You can follow me on Twitter. I'm at Toronto Mike. Stu is at Stu Stone. Cam Gordon is at
This is a long episode.
Cam_Gordon. Our friends at Great Lakes Brewery are at Great Lakes Beer. Palma Pasta is at Palma Pasta. Sticker U is at Sticker U. Doer are at Doer Performance. Ridley Funeral Home are at Ridley FH. And Canna Cabana are at Canna Cabana _. See you all next week.